All right, guys, let's go ahead and dive into session 20 of Trouble in Theondir. We made it all the way to session 20.
Nice.
Things are not looking good. Neither for the Knot nor for the allies of the line of Silas. Tyrius is out of the picture. Maalethon has stepped in as emergency ruler of Theondir and now appears to have sided with Felwyn to plan an invasion of the island of Falandir. An invasion that will likely prove to be a brutal and bloody conclusion to the long civil war. No, things are not looking good. In our previous session, our heroes were hastily ushered into the council of the Septematriarch in the Knot hideout of Erethfindala. It quickly became apparent that Tycho's faith in the group was not entirely shared by the 7 matriarchs. Even here, confusion reigned, for not only was the group unsure of its next move, but even the Septematriarch was divided concerning the best course of action. In times like these, what should receive greatest priority? Perhaps shadowing and spying upon Maalethon, perhaps hunting down Greywater, perhaps seeking an audience with Ildrox, the Sincari Academy, perhaps beginning a quest to retrieve the vambraces of Silas and Eldian, perhaps investigating the recent undead manifestations on the island, perhaps delving into the great iron mines of La-Houm. After much discussion and much debate, it was decided that Genevieve would ride off in pursuit of Greywater, that Tycho would shadow Maalethon, and that the rest of the group would head to the mines. Having received horses and supplies, our adventurers headed out southwest to the stony ridge marking the entrance to the open pit. Upon arriving, the group discovered the central mine shaft to have been sealed long ago. But with some decoding and clever thinking, the adventurers were able to break the magical seal. And just as the stone entrance began to creak open, the group's progress was interrupted by a flurry of jet black crows. The Druids had returned, with Vyl-Dareth and Fei-Long standing firm and refusing entrance. An intense battle ensued in which the adventurers took some damage, but not as much damage as the pillars holding up the massive stony canopy towering over the entrance and now creaking precariously above the heads of our heroes. But alas, the Druids were neither strong enough nor resourceful enough to come away victorious. As their limp bodies fell to the ground, the stone entrance to the mines, with a deafening thud, had finally opened. Bolin, as you approach the entrance and begin to peer into the darkness with your keen elven eyes, you are met by a gust of air moving upwards out of the hole. This air carries with it a nauseating smell. The sound of the wind flowing through the darkness is ominously similar to the sound of whispers, thousands of whispers. You lean your head over the hole to peer deeper into the darkness, and for a brief moment, the wind dies down. Everything goes silent. Suddenly, with a burst of speed, a massive arm of sickly, rotting flesh shoots out of the darkness and clamps down on you, fingers digging into your neck. And in a flash, you are drawn down into the darkness. A horrific scream fills your ears as you disappear into the void. And at the same time, you realize that this blood-curdling scream is nothing other than your own. The rest of you, standing around the entrance, jump backwards as Bolin, in an instant, is dragged out of sight into the darkness. Those of you remaining above ground, you have 6 seconds to take a single action.
I jump in. I
Do
jump
you
in the
want
hole.
to do?
I jump in the hole.
Groggle turns. Head first?
Yep, head first.
Groggle takes off and jumps head first into the hole. Okay, the others.
Do you have a way to not die by falling?
Do you have the map still, Matt?
Of the
The
area above?
All the encounter, yeah.
Like, are we even close enough to do anything?
Yeah, you guys are all pretty much right around the hole at this point. You take a movement over to the hole.
Did we see the hand come out?
All of you see this. You see this hand just burst out of the darkness, and the finger just right into Bolin's neck and drag him right down.
A humanoid hand, or what else?
I mean, it went quickly. I mean, it looked like some kind of humanoid hand. Yeah, I would say that.
Was it like huge or normal sized?
I mean, it looks like a bigger than a normal human-sized hand.
But it wasn't
Maybe you could get
like
around
20
Bolin's whole
feet
neck.
across, kind
No,
of.
it wasn't 20 feet across. No, you're talking a little bit larger than a normal-sized hand, but big enough to grab Bolin by the neck, wrap around his neck, and pull him down.
You guys, you're all coming in the hole. Just jump in the hole. Like,
That's what she said.
Show of hands here. Who can see in the dark?
Me.
Not me.
All right, I'm going.
I'm gonna grab a couple torches or whatever we grab for light source.
But keep in mind, you guys will take
You have
damage
6 seconds.
depending on how far the hole is
Yeah,
down.
Yeah.
You
you
could
might
die.
just fall and die.
Yeah.
I'm not
Well,
jumping in.
I'm grabbing torches and I'm gonna go to the hole, and then after Eric or Groggle jumps in, I'm gonna yell down and ask him if he's okay.
I'm gonna get close, but not close enough to where something
Yeah.
could grab me.
But first thing
Okay.
I'm gonna tell Sora to stay where she is.
Okay, you tell Sword to stay put. Yep.
Yeah.
And Caroline, you said you were diving in as well.
No, I'm not gonna tell you that. That's stupid. I want to peer over and see him. And Groggle's going in. He went in head first.
yes, sir.
All right.
He's
Well, I'm
gonna
gonna.
take neck damage, break his neck.
Yeah.
Okay, Groggle, roll me a d20.
Oh, I don't like the start of this.
Gonna
TPK.
drag your anus a cliff.
Oh God.
Session 20 begins with
Ooh,
Eric dying again.
natural 6.
Natural 6. Okay, I better add another die then. Groggle, as you dive through the hole head first, you hear Bolin's voice fading down the hole. But as you dive in, within about 6 feet, you actually hit a landing. There's a stone landing there that leads down to stairs, and you actually fall, but you fall quite poorly. So you're going to end up not much, 5 points of bludgeoning damage as your shoulder slams into the top of this platform. You look and you see Bolin being dragged down the stairs. The rest of you look down into this hole. Caroline, you look down, you see Groggle smashing his shoulder down onto this platform, which you can now see clearly that Groggle is down there. The rest of you make your way around the hole. Bolin, as you are dragged into the darkness, the claw-like hand holding you digs deeply into your neck. Immediately, you feel a shooting pain that travels through your neck and into your head, almost like a poisonous venom of sorts. And your vision begins to blur a bit as a sense of nausea comes over you. And you need to actually take a total of, 9 points of damage.
Oh, shit.
Piercing damage.
Okay.
The sensation you feel, Bolin, however, lasts for only a second or two, and when your vision returns, you see with clarity a horrific sight. Dragging you down the stone stairs is a nightmarish creature, crawling on 5 legs, with 3 human arms thrusting out of its lower back like twisted branches on a sickly tree, with 2 heads, one jutting out of the middle of its back, and the one that is hissing at you, the other one on top of the neck. And its skin is a pale bluish color, rotting and dripping off of its bones, and the smell is horrific. With each stare your head strikes, you become more and more disoriented as you're dragged deeper into the darkness. Bolin, you have now 6 seconds to take a single action. What do you want to do?
Dunk, 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 dunk. Ow, 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 ow. I
got
need
EDM
to,
starting here.
Wait, man, how far? So how quickly are they moving down the stairs, and how far away are they?
They're moving fairly quickly. So when he pulled him down, they fell about 6 feet, and then he's been dragging him about 30 now.
I'm grabbing a healing potion. I'm
Okay.
at 3 hit points,
Okay, you grab a healing potion.
and I'm going to drink it.
Okay.
That is my action. 4d4 plus 4.
Anything you want to say? Anything else you want to do? Well, you can't do anything more. That's your action, but
16 points of healing.
okay.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's my action. I can't move, right? I'm assuming I'm restrained or grappled or...
Yeah. Yeah. At this
Can
point,
I...
you're grappled.
Well, no, my action was to drink the potion, so I guess that's all I can do.
Okay.
Can he drink it with a hand around his neck, though?
I mean, the claws have dug into the neck. He's not strangling him. He's got his claws into the neck, and that's where you felt this sort of venomous sting in your neck, and it's dragging him by his neck from these claws that are digging into his neck. But that's the piercing damage that he took.
Way to be a team player, Paul.
Game here, man. Playing the game.
All right, the rest of you. This ghoulish creature continues down the stairs. It's still got a good 30, 40, 50 feet before the bottom of the stairs. It's pretty deep here as the stairs go along the side of this cavern. Groggle, you stand up and you took some pain, some damage when you fell, but you're standing up. The rest of you, what would you like to do?
Can I see him? Can I see Groggle?
You can. You see Groggle now. Your eyes are kind of adjusting now to the light.
Okay, I'm jumping in.
Okay.
And
Carolyn, you jump down. Yes.
my amulet, is it glowing?
It is glowing intensely. Yes, incredibly intensely.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw a torch down to Carolyn and
Is it lit?
no, not yet. I didn't light him yet. I'm gonna throw it down to him, and I'm gonna. This is embarrassing, but someone's got to catch me. I don't want to hurt myself. I'm just a little guy, and I jump towards Groggle.
Like swan dive.
Do you shout anything to Groggle?
I said, "Catch me."
Groggle?
Do I got to roll dice? I think that's a roll.
Do you want to catch him? That's the question. The first question.
Sure, he's like he's the size of one of my turds. I'll catch him.
All right, go ahead. Give me a dexterity check.
Is there any
Straight up dexterity.
Rocks around us? Maybe golf ball sized rocks?
Yeah.
Modified 14, Matt.
Yep. Okay. You're able to sort of catch him. He lands into your arms. This little sack of flour, and you're sitting in your arms. Niv, yes, there are rocks all over the place from the boulders that were thrown down by these earth elementals that have struck these pillars. There's rocks strewn all about. Yeah,
Okay.
small ones, large ones, some the size of your head.
So there's like a spiral staircase kind of thing around the outside of
Yes.
this tunnel?
Yep. Exactly.
Okay.
Following this cavern.
So what I want to do then is pick up a small rock, like golf ball size or so,
Yep.
cast light on the rock,
Oh, beautiful. Yeah.
and then toss that down the center of the hole.
Nice. So you pick up this rock, cast light on it, and suddenly the stone just illuminates incredibly, and you toss it down. You see this falling down. And as it's falling down, you suddenly see this massive cavern open up. And after about 40 or 50 feet, it hits the bottom, and you're met by this horrific sight, because at the bottom of this, you see what looks to be over 20 more of these creatures sitting at the bottom, hissing, waiting for this other one to drag Bolin down.
Oh,
They're about
crap.
30 feet away at this point. Caroline, did you get your action in?
That's my action. That's all I
Boy.
can do.
The second half of the session is rolling new characters, apparently.
Yeah. Hold on here. Get your inventory.
Matt, you let me know when it's my turn.
Yep. Caroline, did you get your finish up your turn there?
No. So I'm in now. I'm on the landing next to Groggle, yeah?
Yep, you're right next to Groggle.
So in estimating how far away is Bolin and his captor?
At this point, he's probably about 40, 45 feet or so.
Shit, okay. I have enough of a turn left to take a shot at him with my bow.
Yeah, you'd be able to.
Alright. I'm gonna give it a shot here.
Yeah. Would I be able to do that, like with throwing the torch down and then Groggle catching me? Do I have?
I would say that
Probably
was your
not.
full. I would say
That's
that's your full
probably
action.
full
There.
action, okay.
Yeah, I would say that's your full action.
Do I have? It's action shit.
Alright, I got a 16.
Okay, that's a hit. Roll me damage. D&D in the car.
Pressure, Paul.
So what is it? 2d4? Is that what it is for an arrow?
What is it? A short bow or a long bow or?
Depends which one you're using, if they're exploding or not either.
That's not. I don't know.
Paul, I got a feeling you're going to have to get a flight home.
Come on.
Chino, you looking at for it?
Yeah, I'm looking for. No, short bow is 1d6.
But you got your dex modifier on there too.
Yeah.
Okay, I found weapons.
I already got a 6.
You got a 6. Yeah, 6 damage.
Yep.
Okay.
I was making aim for a specific space. Yeah, I would have
All
been
right.
aiming in hand, but
So as Caroline, as you drop into this area, you have like your bow ready to go. You land on this platform and immediately shoot off an arrow, striking this guy in his one of his legs as he's running down. He stumbles a bit and nearly drops Bolin, but is able to hold on to him and continues on. Let's run over to Bolin and then Groggle.
Can I attempt to rip his hand out of my neck so I can break free from him?
Yeah, you could use that as your action if you want.
I mean, yeah. What do I?
Give me a strength
Roll.
check. We'll do competing strength checks here.
Ooh, that's not gonna be good. And a 3.
13. So you try to rip his hand away, but his claws dig in even further, and you're not able to pull your hand away. Groggle.
How far away is everyone? How far down the hole? If I wanted to drop.
They're about 45 feet at this point down the stairs.
Ooh, that'll hurt. I run down the stairs. Use
Okay.
as far as I can go with my whole action.
Okay, you want to dash?
Sure.
Okay, so you can go double your distance, which means you'd actually be able to catch up to them and or get in front of them.
That's what I want to do. I want to get in front of them.
Okay, Groggle uses his entire action and comes cruising down the stairs, almost bounding over them, landing in front of them, preparing now to attack them. Go ahead, Niv.
Eric, did you put me down?
Oh. No. I still have Niv.
Trago,
No.
but yeah.
Trago, whatever.
So I'm gonna take a few feet off of you, but you've got 60 feet of movement, so you've got this sack of flour on your shoulder as you charge down the stairs, and you get right next to him. Now you and Trago are right on top of this ghoulish figure.
Now I drop him.
Now you drop him there, fall down. Niv, you're up.
So everybody else is down in the hole now, huh?
So
Yeah.
wait, Eric, you dropped down in the middle of the chamber?
No, I ran. My whole
Ran down
action.
the-
I
Oh,
ran
okay,
down the
okay.
stairs.
You
Okay.
dash.
And I had that sack of flour on me. Nice call, Chad. We'd have forgot about you.
The only time a halfling gets 60 feet of movement.
And Dan's over here trying to figure out how to work his webcam. The rest of us are dying.
The webcam works just fine. It's a plug and play. It's just-
Trago, you're up after Niv.
Okay.
You said they're 45 feet away, huh?
Yeah.
It's too far. So how much damage did Caroline do to this thing?
6
6.
points of damage.
And I'm guessing it looks just fine, or as fine as it can. For being
It was actually a pretty
horrible undead
decent
monster.
shot there. It's limping a bit. You can hear the hissing down below, though, as the other figures are anticipating Bolin coming down. You can hear the hissing, and they begin to move closer to the stairs as they're preparing to sink their teeth in and begin devouring.
Okay, well,
Again, devouring.
Someone's gonna owe Groggle a beer after this, by the way.
Wait a minute.
I don't really have anything good. And I don't want to go down there, but I guess I will. I'll hop down to the landing.
Okay. Yeah. You drop down 6 feet, and I'll give you that as
Does
5 feet of your movement. Then.
Okay, so 40 feet away. I will move. I guess I'll move the rest of my movement.
Okay.
Down
Do you
the
want to use it?
stairs.
Do you want to do a dash, or you want to still want to have an action?
No, because I just want to get within 30 feet of this thing.
Okay. Yep. You're within 30 feet then. You're about 25 feet away.
And I'll cast Witch Bolt at it, I guess.
Okay. Go for
Drink
it.
time. I'll be right back.
Do I have to roll for that one? Yeah, ranged spell attack. Oh, sweet. 9.
9. Misses, yeah. The bolt flies out of your hands and comes right into the side of the cavern. Remember, this is an iron ore mine. The bolt is almost attracted electrically to the cavern here, the walls, and it misses the creature. Trago, you're up, and then the creature gets a turn.
Oh no.
All right. I'm gonna take a. How far away is the creature from us?
25 feet.
Well, no, isn't he up right on top of it? Since
Oh yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
you were getting
Eric
carried, so you were
carried him.
right next to the creature at this point.
I don't think that's gonna cause him to drop it. So I'm gonna take some shots with my daggers.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll the Constitution check first? For those daggers
Yes,
you gave me?
do that. Yep, do that first.
16. It's a Constitution save.
Yep.
17.
So
For the
you were
save.
attacking out of fear, is that correct?
You said you were gonna change it if it's anger or fear every time. Like you would adjust it. I don't know what the DC save is.
Oh, right. Sorry,
Yeah.
that's right. Based on the right, I was going to give you a competing roll. 10. So you actually are now attacking out of anger.
Okay. Taking a shot. That's not great. 13.
That's going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right. And that is. Where is? What is it? 1d6. And it's not a sneak attack, so it'd be 2d6 then? I think it's 1d6 extra.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a good roll. 15.
15.
I was gonna say, Chad, carry the 2.
So as the dagger comes out, you attack out of anger, and striking down, you come right in the middle of the back of this creature, close to where that second head is hissing at you, and it looks up and its claws come flying out of the neck of Bolin, as in fact it takes one step sideways, falling off of the stairs down to the stairs below. You see part of the group down immediately jump on him and dig their teeth and claws into him. The rest of the group, however, turns and begins to make their way up the stairs. You can see this sort of undead flesh dripping off of them as they kind of begin to crawl their way up the stairs, getting closer at you, hissing. The creature's turn. They're gonna run up the stairs right towards you guys. They
What
won't be
about
able to
me?
get onto you, but Groggle, yeah, your turn.
No, they all ran away from me.
One of them got knocked off, and the rest are coming up the stairs now towards you.
But I thought I was. Okay, so we're on the stairs yet.
Yep, you're on the stairs.
Okay, so I turn and I fight.
Okay. You can hold your action. They're not up to you yet. If you want to hold an attack, you can hold an attack until they
can
come
do
up to
that?
you. You can hold an action.
Yeah,
Or if you want to charge down, you can.
I'm gonna charge down.
Okay.
That's what Groggle would do.
So if you take your 30 feet of movement, you're able to charge down the stairs. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Hold on, I gotta get my dice thing ready here. All right. Come on, Grandma needs a new pair of shoes. Oh, with the 17 with modifier.
That is a hit. Roll damage.
1d8 plus 5. 7.
7. Okay. As you come, the first one comes up and charges towards you. You're able to slice down and cut off one of its arms. It's got 3 or 4 crawling out of its back, though. But you can tell that did quite a bit of damage at this point.
Matt,
Yes.
how wide are the stairs?
You're looking about 6 feet wide. They're not very wide.
How many of them are there approximately?
It looked like they were over 20.
Oh.
Let's run back to Caroline at this point.
Okay, so how far am I away from them right now?
Well, now that they're running up the stairs, you're within 30 feet, I would say.
Okay,
Probably more like 25.
25. Okay, so I'm gonna hold up my amulet. I'm gonna yell out from light to light, from darkness to death in Draconian.
And as you hold up your amulet now, it is blazing in blue. You say your phrase, and immediately now the amulet blasts out this light that fills up the cavern. And immediately, all of these creatures are struck by this radiant light, almost a searing, burning light, and they all turn and begin to run back down the stairs, crawling up, finding niches and places in the wall, and they all begin to sort of disappear through the holes in the wall. You hear the hissing noise fade away, and it gets eerily quiet in this cavern, except for the same sound of whispers. And there you guys are standing on the stairs. What would you like to do?
So we all hear the whispers, all of us?
Yeah, all of you hear the whispers.
Can I make out the language? If I meditate and focus, can I understand any of it?
Tim,
Can I
no,
interpret any of it?
Give me an intelligence check.
Groggle's not a smart man, but we should get the fuck out of here right now.
Give me an intelligence check.
We shouldn't be sticking around.
19.
19. You have a hard time making it out.
Wow.
On a 19?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It doesn't sound like anything you know.
Interesting.
As he's doing that, I'm going to use prestidigitation to light the torches that we have.
Okay.
Is the amulet like giving off a ton of light, or is it?
It was when Caroline said his phrase, it lit up and she sent out this radiant blast, causing these creatures to flee to the recesses of the cavern. But now it's settled down a bit more, but it still gives off some light, something like a torch, in fact.
Okay.
I would.
Killing it.
So your amulet basically is turn undead, right? Essentially.
What it is, it requires them or forces them to get at least 30 feet away from me.
Right.
So 30 feet.
I would suggest that we take a short break and heal, because we haven't healed. We haven't had a chance to heal from our first encounter, right? I mean, some of us are probably. I know I'm less than half.
I'm doing all right. But
Are we?
I'm fine. I've only got one spell slot left.
Okay, so is it just me that's hurt right now?
So like, I'm running back up the stairs to get out of here.
Groggle is running away.
Run away!
Convince me otherwise.
We should,
Groggle, this is why we're here. This is exactly the reason we came here to investigate.
You're gonna run away
this
from
mine.
a fight?
That's right. I'm sorry. I withdraw my last 10 seconds worth of comment.
we can leave and heal you. You know, we can leave, and they only have one way to get out. So I don't know that they're gonna.
As Trego, as you light up, and the rest of you now have lights, and you see this light that Niv cast that's now sitting in the bottom of this cavern. You see what a little bit more of your surroundings. You're in this massive stone chamber. It seems to be the sending receiving area here of the mine, where the iron ore that has been mined would be sent out of this area. And you're surrounded by these enormous cranes, pulleys, and chains, as well as these rough cut stone blocks waiting to be hoisted up, but which seem to have been abandoned in haste. And below you now, you see built into the stone floors a set of metal tracks leading over to what appears to be the entrance to the mine proper. There's a massive metal door that seems to be sealed tightly shut. And at this point, as you're taking this in, you're all struck now by this horrific, pungent smell, like the smell of rotting flesh. And I want each and every one of you now to give me a Constitution save.
Oh,
It's that bad?
Dang.
Ooh.
It's that bad.
All right. 18.
Oh, natural 20. I got
19.
COVID.
I got 18
Can't smell
as well.
anything.
I got a 14.
14?
Yep.
I'm close to 30 with my modifier.
Niv, what do you got there?
19.
19, okay. So all of you are able to sort of hold back. You can feel the sort of retching sensation coming on, but you're able to hold it back as this smell sort of overtakes your lungs. And there you are, standing on these stairs looking down in this room.
Except for me. To me, it smells like a Yankee candle.
I suggest we walk down to the bottom.
Hold on, though. Oh, hold on. I can't say anything because Groggle's dumb. Never mind.
Well, you're not that dumb.
Do you want to
form
Oh,
sentences and thoughts?
How
Yeah, I'm pretty dumb, Tim.
Yeah.
how far away
Or-
from, like, are we halfway down this shaft, or how far from the bottom are we?
You're not that far away now. You're about 15 feet from the bottom.
Okay.
So not
'Cause
very far.
that light spell is only 20-foot radius.
Do we,
Yeah,
do we need to
20-foot
be
radius.
protecting how we get out of this place before we move forward?
Is it? Yeah. Is there?
Yeah.
Is there a like in the center of the chamber? You said there's like pulleys and cranes and stuff.
Yep.
Do we see a way that we could like pull our way, like a platform that would go straight up the middle of the?
Yeah, it looks like there's hoists and there's lifts and everything that you could use to lift up that they would use for the rocks and the tools and all of that.
Can we
It looks like
inspect them?
they're still functional, but who knows?
Okay.
I mean, these are kind of old machines.
That
I
was
wanna
my next
ask-
question. Was can we inspect them real quick and just make sure that they're functional and they work if we need to get out of here quick? We're not.
Well, yeah,
screwed.
go ahead, Bolin, give me an investigation check while you're at it.
And I want to ask Carolon if his amulet has like a time limit or battery power.
Good point.
Yeah.
We need to go back up and get some Duracells.
I rolled a 19, Matt.
Okay. Yep. As you go to try and use this equipment, you see that it is rusty, it is squeaky, it moves with difficulty, but it is still functional. But I mean, all the metal is extremely rusty and old. But strangely enough, Bolin, you notice through the crane, off in the distance, on the opposite side of the room, there's a fairly large pile of metal that seems to be blinking in the reflection of the light coming from your light sources. And the metal stands out to you because it's not rusty like the rest of the things that you've just investigated. But it has this nice glimmer to it, in fact.
Okay, hold on. Before we go any farther, we need to be concerned about this big giant boulder that's over the top of the entrance, because the Druids are trying to fall down on top of the entrance. We don't want the Druids to come back and
We killed them all.
did we?
Oh,
I
I
did.
suppose we killed the leaders. Yeah, but
But
that's
I mean,
a good point.
we didn't really. We fought them, and Bolin got yanked down there. We didn't get a chance to really see it.
Yeah, do we want to do a short rest? So you can kind of gather up and get some healing done, Bolin?
Oh no, I'm okay. I can always cast a healing spell on myself.
So
Yeah, but you could also save that to cast on me,
that's
too.
true.
Or
That's true.
somebody
I
else.
wouldn't mind taking like a couple hit die and.
So
taking
why
an
don't we
hour
go back up?
Yeah,
check the
I'll heal and
bodies.
you guys can check the bodies and stuff while I heal.
And we just have someone by the entrance with Carolon's amulet to...
Not very exciting, I know, but I don't want to get stuck down here if we can avoid it.
Right.
It's a good, yeah.
Give me a
does-
perception check,
does that
actually, all of you.
amulet
Give me a perception
run
check.
out?
Ooh.
15.
I got a 4.
12.
Groggle, what'd you get? Carolyn?
Just zone out.
1, a natural 1.
What'd you get, Paul?
14.
14. Okay. Bolin, you're the only one who picks up on this, but it's almost imperceptible, almost inaudible. You hear this this strange, menacing noise, this sort of noise in the background, ever so slight, ever so faint.
In the background, like
Yeah.
coming from above, below. Where's it coming from? Can I tell?
Sounds like it's coming from above you.
Okay. I will yell. Something's up there. Sounds like something's happening up top. Please hurry.
Oh, boy.
Actually, let me do this. I'm gonna put on my ring
Okay.
because I have like 90 feet movement from that,
90
right?
feet of movement, yeah.
So I'm gonna put on my ring and run up the stairs. I
Okay.
guess.
Yeah, you put your ring on, and immediately your surroundings go this sort of grayish color, except for you see your own body that is emanating this beautiful green color, and you take off up these stairs. You have more than enough movement to get you up to the top, and when you the hole and look up, you see above you the canopy. The stone canopy is beginning to sway ever so slightly.
Oh,
and you
crap.
hear once again, and you see now that the pillars, the remaining pillars that were damaged by the Druids, are now beginning to crack as the canopy now, you hear this stone noise, this moaning, groaning, creaking noise, as the canopy begins to lean ever so slightly. What do you want to do?
What do you want to do?
Back down the stairs.
I'm going back. I'm going to go back down a little bit, but I'm going to yell to everybody like, it's now or never if we want to go back out. We're not getting back in, and we're not getting out. The pillars are about to fall.
All right, guys, I gotta take a quick break. I'm gonna be back in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Well, hold on,
Okay.
Paul. Is this the first time you've been to that place? Maybe we should take a 15-minute break so you can, say hi to whoever you're visiting.
That's a great idea. Let's take a little break, and we will continue in a few minutes.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Right back.
Yep.
All right, guys. So Bolin was just outside of the mine, checking out, and he see what's going on up there, and he sees that the stone canopy, is cracking as his moaning, groaning sound of stone begins to become increasingly audible as the canopy sways. He runs back down, screaming out to his comrades who can't hear him through the spell that he has on his ring. And at that moment, you feel this deep rumble as the canopy crashes down on top of the stone roof. The stone canopy that was damaged by the earth elementals comes down with an incredible weight onto the ceiling, and there's this thunderous noise and this rumble. Vyl-Dareth and Fei-Long finally got their wish to seal off the mine. And after a few seconds, the rumbling reverberations come to an end, and there's silence again. That is, except for the constant sound of wind and whisper. But a few seconds later, however, you hear another ominous sound. As you look up, you see cracks beginning to form in the ceiling of this room itself from the impact of the stone canopy as it comes down. And you see the ceiling begins to weaken and to buckle inwards from the weight of this canopy. It won't hold forever, but it's difficult to say how long you have. A piece of stone breaks off and falls down. Everyone give me a dexterity check.
Shit.
DC of 7. Have to beat a
7?
DC of 7.
Oh no!
Yeah, I beat that.
This way.
Dexterity.
Oh,
Got
good.
20.
9. I rolled a 2,
20.
but I have +7. Whew.
I rolled 20.
I get a 13.
What are
Okay.
we checking?
DC dexterity check.
Oh
Yeah,
wait,
like
no,
nine-
dexterity
19.
check, not a saving throw.
Sorry, dexterity saving throw. Sorry.
Okay,
all
right,
Dexterity
yeah,
saving
all
throw.
right.
Yeah.
20. Still
I
20.
got a 15.
So the stone falls off the ceiling there and lands in the middle, and you see more cracks beginning to form in the ceiling. What do you guys want to do?
I'm going to take the ring off.
When you say ceiling, you mean like the over top of this? Because this whole shaft is open. That goes down.
Yeah, so there was a stone floor, and you guys opened up a small hole in that. The canopy fell on top of that, and now that stone floor is beginning to crack. The canopy seems to be holding above it. It's huge,
okay.
but the roof, the ceiling at least, is starting to crack off, and chunks of stone are falling down. You guys think you're dexterous enough, you'll be able to avoid them. Hopefully.
So we can move out of we can move underneath out of that area. So if it does collapse.
Yeah, essentially, you'll have to get out of the room, but yeah.
Okay. Well,
We'll need to get that door open. The big door,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
where
is there anywhere safe down below? You said there's a big cavern, right?
There's a big cavern, yeah. It looks like. Give me an investigation check. Anybody who wants to look around.
Natural 20.
Natural
Yeah, me
20.
too.
I'm rolling
18
really well.
total.
I got an
Nice.
11. Say that, Tim. Don't say that now. Now you're gonna roll like shit.
I know.
So, Bolin, you do notice that there seems to be something of a recess in the stone close to the metal pile that you saw before. It seems like there's stuff had been piled up underneath there as well. There's a slight recess coming out. It would be possible to go under there, and you'd have some protection, it looks like, from any falling stone if you want to think, to talk, to come up with a plan. And that's not very far away from you. It's about 35 feet at this point.
I mean, how much can we ascertain how much time we have until shit gets real?
It's hard to say.
Because there's that sparkly thing that I want to check out before we go anywhere. And somebody want to check out the sparkly thing, and somebody want to try opening the door.
Any rest of us see the sparkly thing?
Well, I'll point it out. Like, over there's something glowing in that pile of iron crap.
How far away is this? How far away is it, Matt? The sparkly thing that he points out?
That pile of sparkling metal is about 35 feet away.
So, and all the monsters are gone, or are they just keeping a 30-foot perimeter around
They
us?
took off into the recesses of the cave.
Okay.
You saw them disappear into the walls and different cracks and things. You haven't seen them since.
Okay. So it's not like they're just hanging out outside the amulet radius.
No, they
Okay.
took off into the walls at this point. And with the thud of the canopy falling on top, you don't know. They might not return anytime soon.
Matt, is the sparkly thing that Bolin points out, is it closer or like further away to like the falling debris, or?
I mean, the debris is falling all over. This
All
entire
over?
ceiling is collapsing in piece by piece, chunk by chunk.
I might yell to Groggle. Groggle, there's treasure in that pile. Go check it out.
Well, I feel like that's a dice roll.
Give me a
I'll do
persuasion check,
Persuasion. I'll try to persuade him.
and we'll set a low DC on this, a 10.
-2 persuasion. And they rolled a 5, so that's a 3.
Gargle doesn't seem
I
persuade.
yeah, I kind of like. Huh?
At this point, all of you give me another Constitution saving throw.
Oh, we're gonna have to do
From
this
the
every
smell.
time.
So
the
it's safe
smell?
to say.
Yep.
And that's a
16.
2. And that's a 1.
12.
Oh, a 1, a natural 1. Great.
Natural 20.
Jeez.
And Caroline? Which one?
We
Sorry.
have
1 6.
1.
thing.
6, okay. Bolin, Caroline, Groggle, all of you are immediately overtaken by this nauseating scent, and you bend over and begin to retch violently onto the floor. You're vomiting from this incredible stench. All of you, mark down that you have retched 1 time.
Wait.
Is this in the rule book?
It is now.
I don't know if you heard me, but I got a 16, not a 6.
16. Okay, sorry. Then, Caroline, you were fine as well.
Okay,
So you
plus
look over and you
1.
see that Bolin and Groggle are throwing up, are barfing up their guts from this
Plus 1
horrid
retch.
I wrote vomit on my character
Yeah.
sheet. Never thought I'd have to do that.
Matt, so for prestidigitation, I can create a puff of wind, but the duration for prestidigitation is up to an hour. Can I just continuously have wind blowing away from me?
Yeah, you can.
Or-
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of getting fresh air
Like
coming past.
clearing out the air
Yeah,
in front
excellent.
of me.
Yeah, excellent. Do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna need to move out of this chamber. So
Yeah.
Trago, do you want to check the door for traps?
What's a huge metal door, isn't it?
I mean,
Yeah.
yes.
Enormous metal door. Yeah.
And in the meantime, I am going to go investigate the glowy object
All right.
in that
And
pile.
I'm going to suggest Caroline try to keep between us in case any of those things come back with
Mm-hmm.
your amulet.
Matt, so I don't know if this really matters. How far would you estimate that we are from Sora, from where we entered
Oh,
the
yeah.
shaft?
From where Sora is?
Yeah.
She
Did
followed
leave
you down,
Sora out?
correct?
No, she didn't.
Follow me down. I told her to stay.
Oh man. So Sora, seeing the canopy beginning to collapse, took off running, and she probably ran a good 100 feet out of there to get out of the way of this falling canopy.
So what I want to do is I want to cast Speak with Animals and have her go back to the camp and see if she can't bring people to us.
What's your range on that?
It doesn't say anything about a range.
Speak with animals.
You might have to be within like.
Yeah, don't
hearing
you have to
distance
actually
of
like
them.
talk to them?
These can give you information, including whether they. No, it doesn't say anything about being near them or speaking with them. It just
I'm going to make a calling though that if it's speak with them, you probably have to be in contact with them to be able to actually communicate with them.
Yeah, because you're not like
It's not a messaging
Tele-
spell. It's more of
yeah.
a speaking with animals. It's less of a messaging. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you
Yeah.
could try. You could just try and yell it to her.
Sorry,
I mean,
okay. All lowercase.
Yeah, it says ship watch.
Yeah.
Just plain ship watch.
200 feet
Go.
I mean, I can.
Is the only thing that's
through
bad.
solid stone.
Yeah, I don't think I can do that.
So, Bolin, you're going to head over to this pile of metal, and Trago, you're heading over to the door to check for traps.
Yep.
Give me an investigation check, and you can add your bonuses with your trap checking.
While they're doing that, can I
Yep.
pick up that light rock?
Yes.
And you said that those monsters went into the walls.
Yeah, they crawled off
Like
into these
tunneled?
crevices and cracks.
Okay, because I just want to take a look at those. Like, are they big? Did they tunnel like themselves? They natural tunnels?
They're natural kind of little cracks, and they look actually quite small. So it's hard to imagine how these creatures actually could have fit their way through. But they might have quite thin bodies. They can kind of slither their way through. But yeah, they looks like they're able to just disappear into the walls. It's hard to say where they go. They don't look like
Okay.
natural tunnels. They look more like just cracks and fissures and
Okay,
things like that.
but they didn't dig their way in themselves.
No,
from the
no,
looks
it
of
doesn't look like they don't look man-made at all. It looks natural.
All right, I rolled a 19 for investigation.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see any traps on there. We'll get back to you in a second. Bolin, you run over to this pile of weapons, and as you approach this pile of metal, I should say, you see that the reflecting metal is actually various pieces of armor that have been stacked up in a pile. And the closer you get, the stronger the stench becomes, the source of which you now understand, because behind this armor, you see what looks to be 30 or 40 rotting corpses, half consumed with pieces of flesh torn off from their arms, their legs, their torsos, their necks. The faces are mangled beyond recognition. They're human, but you can't say much beyond this.
Nope.
Give me an investigation check real quick.
That's gross. Ooh, 18.
18. And also give me a medicine check.
And medicine is way better. That is a 10.
A 10. Okay. From the medicine check, you can't say exactly when these individuals were killed, but it seems fairly recent. It can't be more than a day old. So you're talking within maybe the last 24 hours, these soldiers were killed. From your investigation check, though, you rolled an 18?
Yeah.
Okay. You recognize the armor to be the armor from the Sons of Silas. And in particular, it's armor from the elite guard from inside of Theondir Keep. And one of the corpses is adorned with a fancier armor and fancier clothing, perhaps a captain of sorts. And as you begin digging through the pile, roll me a d6.
3.
You find 3 regular healing potions in the pile of bodies. Hold on, I need you to roll one more thing for me here. Roll me, please, a D100.
So
You turn into a fire elemental and burn them. all.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I rolled a percentile dice.
Percentile and then the regular 10. Yep.
Regular D10. So I rolled a 60.
60. Okay. You also find among the bodies 80 gold pieces sort of scattered and strewn around.
Okay.
And 15 of which came from the captain. And on the captain, you also find one more thing as you're digging through and rifling through this body. You find something of a false pocket. And inside of that, you pull out a wax-sealed piece of parchment, a letter of sorts. And on the front is written in fine handwriting, to Corporal Arid Stildrad. Everybody, give me a dexterity check. DC 10 this time.
Murder.
Dexterity save. Sorry, dexterity save.
I'm
That's
good.
a 20.
Uh-oh.
Natural 1.
Shit.
Natural 1 for Eric. For Grog.
Okay,
That's like the 4th one you've rolled today, Eric.
so this
It's not going great, Tim.
chunk of rock comes down and lands right next to this pile, explodes on the ground, and some of the shards come off and hit you, Bolin. You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage as one actually strikes you in the head. Groggle, there's another large chunk of the ceiling that lands next to you. Smaller pieces break off of that. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, I might, writhing on the ground, I might reach over to Trago and say, how's that door coming? Any,
Is it trapped with a 19?
It is not trapped.
Okay. You said there was a ledge that we could be kind of safe.
Over close to Bolin, there is a bit of a recess that.
How far?
It's on the opposite side of the room.
Okay. So I will. It's a huge, massive metal door.
Yes, it's a
Right,
huge,
so-
massive metal door.
Okay,
Yeah.
So I don't. It's like I don't see any. I don't think it's trapped. I'm not gonna be able to open it though.
And as you get closer, you can start to see what's on the door, and it looks it's incredibly rusty, metal door, but it still seems to be a good piece of work. Clearly dwarven craftsmanship with a wealth of detail. There's different work, detail work flourishes and things like that decorating the facade of it. And in the center left of the door, close to its massive hinges, Trago, you see an odd metal gear affixed to the face of the door with a crank handle on the gear. And directly across from this, in the center right of the door, is another small gear, likewise affixed to the door, next to a massive metal handle. And between these two gears are 5 holes that are spaced evenly apart from one another. At the bottom of the door, you also notice this, Trago, closest to your line of sight. Covering the lower third is what looks to be something like 50 or more individual gears loosely set into random holes here at the bottom of the door. And in the center of each of the gears is a marvelously iron-worked, illuminated letter. Kind of like the letters you'd see in medieval manuscripts. And each of the gears appears to have a different letter. At the top of the door, you see a text in both Common and Dwarvish. And it says this: "In honor of our patron, the true son and heir to the kingdom established by Bahamut, this mine is dedicated by the dwarven folk of La-Houm."
Anybody want to try and crank?
Do I
Well, I gotta-
recognize this as a very intricate lock? Is what I'm assuming.
Yeah, I mean, give me an investigation check.
Ooh, that ain't great. Investigation. I should know this. 11.
I mean, it looks like there is some sort of mechanical mechanism here that is some kind of lock that would open the door. Beyond that, it's hard to say, though.
Okay, what are the letters?
From your investigation check, I can say this. It looks like you have the entire common alphabet in duplicate form. So there's 2 of each letter that are sort of randomly strewn about here.
And does each letter have like a thing for it? Like you said, there was like holes.
They're sort of roughly set into the door below. And as you go to grab them, you see that you can pull them out and move them a little bit. You could probably pull them off the door, in fact.
Okay. So you said
With an 11 investigation,
yeah.
that's all I'll tell you.
Okay. I'm gonna call over. Who's the smartest? Bolin and Niv. Try to figure this out. What? I'm assuming we have to spell whoever's name this mine was named for.
Well, because
So-
the inscription said something about a patron.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
it
was-
says-
Is it their god?
It says, "In honor of our patron, the true son and heir to the kingdom
Yeah.
established by Bahamut, This mine is dedicated by the dwarven folk of La-Houm.
So is
Which
it
was
Silas?
Silas, right?
Well, we don't
Silas
know.
Silas is 5 letters and there's 5 holes.
What are the other 2
There you
names,
go.
though?
Crap.
And these were the sons of Silas. Well, we don't know about the bodies. Only Bolan knows about the bodies.
Hey, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
So that crank is near us right now?
Yep.
I want to start. I'm just going to go grab it and start turning it.
Okay, Groggle, you go up and begin to move it, and Rusty kind of begins to move around in a circle, and you see that gear begins to move as you free it up, and it's turning. It's not doing anything else. The other gear is not moving. Nothing's happening to the door, but that crank handle is able to move. It doesn't come out like the other letters. It's stuck there. That gear is fastened to the door.
How many gears are there?
There's slots for 5, and there's one on the far left you're cranking, and there's a smaller gear on the far right.
Spur or helical? I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Spur.
So could
So I
with the
think
letters?
Good call,
Felwind-
Matt. You know what you're
Felwind
doing.
is the other guy, right? King
Felwind?
Felwind.
Yeah.
That's what 7, 8 letters. So we should let's try Silas.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do Silas. Are they normally pushed in or are they pulled out? Like,
All the letters below?
yeah.
I mean, they're loosely sitting in there, so they're not even in there very tightly. They're meant to be pulled out, yeah.
Okay. So I pull out the letters for Silas.
Yeah, how do you spell that?
S-I-L-A-S.
Do we know? Do we even
Yeah.
ask ever?
Silas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give me a intelligence check, all of you who are standing there.
Or not?
I'm not even going to bother.
Well, that was a nat 1 for me.
That's 7.
13.
Dan's the
11.
one that didn't shit the bed.
So
that was a
Trigo
different
goes.
roll of a 6.
Trigo goes for the C, for Silas, and immediately Niv says stop. Niv, you remember from your readings how to spell Silas, S-I-L-U-S.
Oh, it's a U.
Only depends
Okay.
on handles of that.
Jehovah starts with an R.
Everybody, give me another dexterity saving throw. This time on a DC 12.
I thought I had that other stuff written down, but
I got a
can't
12.
find it.
I'm good.
It says
Natural
Dex-
20.
dexterity.
I rolled a 7.
Oh,
Yeah, it should
I'm
be
rolling
your.
20s or 1s.
De-
One or the
dexterity, Matt?
dexterity saving
Yep.
throw. Yep.
Yeah, 14.
14. Okay. Bolin, as you're standing there, another piece of the roof comes and falls next to you. Fortunately, this time when the rock shatters, it only hits you. Some of the rock hits you across the leg. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's better.
So we
7.
should probably put Tim like in a special place.
Active bubble.
Very accident prone.
Can we hold Trago over him or something?
Whoa. We still have the bubble helmet?
Yeah.
at least Bolin will feel good when he's dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Palliative care.
So, are we able to get the door open now that Niv has pointed out that we spelled Silas wrong?
Okay, what are you gonna do? You stick the.
We pull the letters out and then we stick them in the 5 little slots for the
Okay.
name.
And all the gears kind of fit in very nicely, all of the teeth matching up perfectly. What do you want to do?
Okay.
I keep rotating the thing.
Okay, Groggle keeps spinning this. And you see now all the gears sort of click into place. And you notice something now that you didn't notice before when you were investigating under the stress. You see that these letters are a bit shinier than the others, as if they have been handled a bit more. And you rotate them around. And after Groggle, you go about 5 or 6 rotations. You hear this clicking in the door and this as if a big metal locking mechanism has opened up, and the door clicks open ever so slightly, about an inch wide at this point.
God, gotta get it open.
Keep cranking.
Yeah, I keep cranking. Yeah.
What's the other crank doing? Is it just like hanging there limp or is it moving?
The other gear was turning at this point. Groggle, you
Okay.
keep spinning around at this point, and nothing else is happening. It seems like that was just the mechanism to get the door open, to get the lock undone.
You're strong, right?
Oh,
Do you want to try to pull
Yeah.
it? Groggle,
Look.
give me a strength check. Anybody want to help him, or are
Oh,
you going to
hold on. What am I doing? Trying to just lift it?
Opening the door. No,
grabbing the handle and
opening
yanking
the
it?
door.
All right,
I'll help.
I'll do that.
Actually, how many are you going to do it? How many are you going to help out here?
I will.
Not
All of
me.
you
Not
who are
me.
all of you who are pulling, give me a strength check.
Yeah. I'm a negative for strength, so
I got a 17.
17. Okay.
I got a 14 modified.
14. Yep. Okay.
I've been
You
wrong.
guys are able to pull this door ever so slightly, and it opens about 6 inches at this point. And you're gonna have to heave and hoe again. And you stop and get your breath for a second. This is an incredibly heavy door, and as that is happening,
Can we
stone
throw
on the-
Chad through it? Since he's a bag of flour.
he'd fit through the 6-inch door. Yeah.
It's not on a spring, so it's not going to spring close or shut close on us.
No,
right?
it's not spring shut. Nope. So you guys have to give me another strength check. Those of you who are pulling.
I got a 10.
14 again.
14. You move it about an inch this time, and at this point, the cracking noise gets even worse. Give me another dexterity saving throw, this time on a DC 13.
Oh my god.
fuck, just made it.
I got an 8.
God, son of a
12.
8.
9.
I'm just watching them come down.
So Trago's the only one who made it.
Yeah, 15 I got.
Okay, so Trago, as he begins to move towards the door to maybe slide through, he's able to come away as this large chunk of ceiling comes and lands behind all of you. Only 1 point of bludgeoning damage. You guys are lucky. As the rock lands behind you, you're able to jump aside just enough that it just catches you a little bit in your back. You feel it winces a bit. But you're able to go ahead and give me another strength check, those who are drawing on the door.
Am I on the other?
Got a 14.
14, okay?
16.
16, okay. Groggle and Caroline, you're able now to pull the door, and it's cranking open as the rusty metal squeaks. You pull open enough that all of you now are able to slide through about a 3-foot gap. And as you're sliding through this door,
Thank
give me a final dexterity check on a DC 15.
Oh,
15.
Good.
13.
13.
Tim, you're just like, oh my god, look at the
Yeah.
roof.
Ooh,
falling
look at
on
the
me."
rocks. They're so gunk.
And at this point, a massive chunk of the ceiling, bigger than it yet, falls behind you. And once again, you guys take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you're able to fling yourself through the door. Some of the stone hits you, and you hear this massive crash as the ceiling, large chunks of it fall down. And after a few seconds, the dust that flew through this door fills this room. You're not able to see a thing. The dust slowly settles. And before you, you see, as far as you can see with your light, a second massive cavern opening up, and you've now entered the mine proper. What do you want to do?
Okay,
Um,
guys, I need to heal. I'm at 8 points again. So,
Hey, Matt. Matt.
I want to. I'm sorry, Eric. I'm gonna give the regular healing potions I found.
Yep.
I'm gonna give one to Trago, one to Niv, and one to Caroline.
Okay.
cool. Yeah,
So those
I
are-
like that.
Normal healing potions.
Those temporary hit points we have are gone, right?
No,
No, we
No,
talked
you
about
still have
that.
them.
We still
Really?
have 'em.
that spell. It was a spell I used. It lasts for 8 hours.
Oh, I thought that.
How
Okay.
long has it been?
I'm fine. You
I
keep
mean,
it.
it's
You
been
take
what,
it.
like an
Dan,
hour,
it's a-
maybe?
It's a normal,
Dan,
a regular
something's wrong
healing
with your
potion.
camera, Dan.
Yeah, a
Your-
regular healing potion.
It keeps going in and out. You see that?
That?
Does
No.
anybody else see that?
I see
Lights,
it wiggling
camera?
now. Doesn't go in and out for me though.
Doesn't?
Probably because he's riding, maybe. Yeah. So that's 1d4 plus 2 hit points recovery for those potions that you guys have.
I'm putting Paul back here. Dan, you're relegated to.
1d.
Hey, where is Paul?
plus
Yeah,
2.
Paul, where'd you go?
I'm here. Hold on.
Can I
What's a
suggest
what's a
that we-
lesser
Wait,
healing
what?
potion heal for?
Yeah, because I have a lesser healing is written down as 2d4 plus 2. Did I write that down?
No, that would be the one then. 2d4 plus 2. If that's right. I might have
Do I
written
get
that
a
down.
healing potion?
No, I'll take care of you. Don't worry. You don't need one. You have the most hit points of all of us.
Yeah, it's not even
Um,
close. I'm still
uh,
triple weight.
Exactly.
Once we get into the doormat, I'm
Yep.
gonna say everybody hold up, don't move, and then let the dust settle, and then I'm gonna try maybe talk to Caroline, like see if we can ascertain whether the door has been opened already, if there's any footprints in there, if anybody actually got through, or if they all died outside in the pile.
I also have a quick question. Is there such a thing as a potion who refreshes your spell slots?
I don't think so.
Or nothing we have anyway.
Nothing we have.
Nothing you
yeah.
guys
That would
have.
be
No.
baller
No.
if we had
No.
something like that.
Give me an
Also-
investigation check, Trago, while you're at it. Yep.
Uh,
Okay, not bad. Not bad.
Do we dare sleep here?
16.
16.
I don't know
Okay.
if we need to sleep.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Trago, so you notice that it doesn't look like you see any footprints. It doesn't look like this door has been opened in a long time. It looks like you are the first people to walk through here in a while.
Okay. All right.
So, I
Sorry.
want to give. I'm going to give the wax that letter. I see the wax parchment from Corporal Arid Stildrad.
Arid Stildrad, yep.
I want to give that to Trago
Okay.
and just say, I'm too tired to read this. Can you just read that for me? And I need to roll some hit dice. Are we?
All
Are we cool taking a short rest?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
So I
fine.
can
Yeah.
roll some hit dice.
So what do I get back on a short rest?
You roll
So you
hit
can-
die.
Hit dice.
You can take as many of your hit die that you want to use and roll them and take that amount of hit points.
But I don't get any spell slots back?
Not on a short rest, no.
So if I've got 5 hit dice,
4.
I could take 2.
Yep.
I've never done that before.
So Trago, you received this letter, a parchment that is sealed with a wax seal on it that looks like the seal of the elite guard. And you crack it open. Do you want to read it out loud to him?
First, I want to read it to myself.
Okay. Yep.
Is it a long letter?
It's a fairly short letter.
Okay, yeah, I'll read it to myself.
It looks rather hastily written.
Okay.
And it's some pretty surprising stuff, in fact.
All right.
Do you want to
4.
share it with the others?
I'll share. I'll read it out
Oh my
loud.
God. You guys,
Okay.
I've used all my hit die, all of them. I've rolled a 1, so my
No.
hit dice are a 1d8 minus 1. I've rolled a 1 4 fucking times.
No way.
But I think you can
Did you do
re-roll ones, right?
Oh my
I would-
goodness.
So I can't use a hit die and get 0 hit points back. can I?
No, that would be strange. Yeah,
So you get
I'll
4
give
hit
you
points
that. I'll
back.
give
And
you
then
that.
the other one
I'll
was a
give
2.
you that.
So
I'll
I've got
give you that.
1
Let's be
hit point back.
gracious. You're in the middle of a mine, for crying out loud.
Jesus.
You know, Tim, you're not very good at this game.
No, I'm not.
Tim,
Like you
I don't
said,
need
every
that
time once I said, I'm rolling
Yeah.
really well. Ever since
Yeah,
then,
you're
I've rolled
right.
ones
Ever
and twos.
You cursed yourself.
Yeah. Sorry, Paul. What?
Tim, you gave me a potion, right?
Yeah, I gave you a regular healing potion.
You should take it back because I don't need it.
I don't need it. I have healing spells. So in the event that I die, then you guys have healing potions,
Which seems really likely.
which is not all that out of the question. Okay.
So Trago, while these guys are healing and resting on their short rest, you take this letter that you have and you walk to the center of the ring, and you begin to read what is written there, written in rather hasty script. Despite the nice fine handwriting on the front, it says to Corporal Arid Stildrad. The letter says this: Tyrius has fallen. We have received intelligence that Maalethon is working on behalf of Felwind for the gains of Nova Uranos. We must take action immediately. A coup from the inside is our only option at this point. You have connections. Alert Merrick at the Academy and get word to Ildrox, and then aid us in this final fight.
Alert Merrick at the Academy to tell Ildrox.
And get word to Ildrox.
Okay.
And then aid us in this final fight. This letter, however, was never delivered, obviously. the guard was intercepted before that was possible.
Merrick, that name sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Hold on.
What's my name with an M in front of it?
It's from Merrick.
Yeah, it's from this soldier, it seems.
Yeah, first off, because I didn't know what, like, I'm going to ask Bolin, like,
Wait, so
where'd
the
you
letter
get this?
was not to the
It was in that
corporal?
pile of crap that you
It
looked
was
I found it in
addressed,
this.
yeah,
I found it in
addressed
the
to
place where the
Corporal.
healing potions were.
Right, but it's from Merrick, not Hildrox.
No, it's from this, apparently from this soldier, addressed to Corporal Ered Stildrad.
Do we know
Right,
who
but
that
you said get word to
Merrick?
Merrick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the body you found was not Stildrad, obviously.
No.
Not
Well,
that we
maybe.
know of.
Maybe it was. Maybe the letter was given to him and he just never opened it yet.
And that's all you found?
Why would
So-
it be in the
well-
then? I mean, how decomposed were the bodies? Do you remember?
Not. They were fresh. Maybe a day old.
So he must have been sending a note to somebody in the city.
Yeah.
Where did you find it? Did you find it on him? Was it in his hand?
Yeah.
What?
It was in like a. It was in like a false pocket, like a hidden pocket. Merrick, God, wasn't
See, one of the
Merrick?
One of
Didn't
the-
Merrick?
lived-
He helped us, or he was like a. Oh man.
It's too bad Groggle's an idiot.
Wasn't Merrick one of the guys in the academy?
Yes, he helped. Didn't he like assist us during the meeting? Or
Are you
the
guys
big-
not listening? Matt just said Merrick at the academy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
he's a
we
guy at the
met him
academy.
before. That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure we met him before.
Yeah.
Wasn't the guy that Tim killed when he turned into an ancient red dragon? Is it?
No, that was
He farted
Kandar.
himself?
That was Kandar.
Yeah, I got nothing on Merrick. Does the name ring a bell? If I think about it, do I remember him from my memory?
Give me an intelligence check. Let's do it this way.
No, this is a
And
good roll.
Niv, give me an intelligence check as well. Niv.
15.
15. You have heard the name in conversation in passing, and you know that he
I got an 18.
is somebody fairly important in the academy. What did you say, Niv?
Got an 18.
An 18. To you, the name Ered Stildrad is very familiar. You remember vaguely meeting him in Mittendorf and riding with him to Theondir.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the dude I tried to
Oh,
get
that's
promoted.
right.
You recall actually being in the inn in Mittendorf and coming down one evening when he was sitting alone by the fireplace having a drink, and he had a flame dancing on his hand as if he was doing some sort of magic. And he was quite impressed and taken by you, Niv.
Yeah, because he was the guy then who helped us when we got to actually to the city, I think, right?
Yeah, he helped you.
And
take
I
Yeah.
put in a good
City.
word for him to try
He
to
left
get him
you at the
promoted.
gates, yep.
And apparently he got promoted and then killed.
Ooh, Paul's got Maker's Mark.
Hmm.
Oh, also, I found some coin. If we want to split that, I found 80 gold. What's that?
Well, we do
divided
find
by
ourselves relatively
Oh,
short on cash right now.
so. What's that?
If he hands me some gold, I slap it out of his hand. Like, why are we worried about coin?
Well, we're taking a rest. I'm just divvying up the stuff I found.
I smack it out of his hand.
All right, then I'll
Okay.
take your share. I get an extra 16 gold.
Ooh, 16 gold. Rolling in the dough now.
But Matt, you have to make him go pick it up like a little worm.
Yeah, he'll go pick it up.
The little bitch you are.
He'll go pick it up. And as you guys are resting, you begin to hear now the same sound of whispers seems to be growing now.
I'm gonna plug my ears and see if it's in my head or if it's like actually a sound in the in the cavern.
All right, guys, can we take a 5-minute break? My dog is. Jesus Christ, dog.
Oh yeah, I can hear him. Jesus.
We'll say
Or
this.
I gotta go. I'll be back in 2 minutes, but
Okay.
Okay.
Niv, as you plug your ears, strangely enough, you still hear the noise.
Uh-huh.
So it's oddly a sound that is coming through other means than just auditory. As you remove your fingers from your ear, you hear the noises. It's a bit louder, in fact, but you still hear it when you plug your ears.
I mean, in reality, how much sound can you? I mean, you put your fingers in your ears, you can still hear stuff. How would that really tell you? I mean, how is it still as clear?
Can I?
It's not as intense, but you can still hear it fairly clearly, as if you were listening to someone talk to you. Yeah.
Let's see. Like, can I use prestidigitation to like drown out audio? I don't think I can.
Do you tell the rest of us this?
Well, that's what I'm debating. What would I actually say anything, or am I going insane?
Matt, in the time that I'm resting, I'm going to change into my costume.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So your beautiful white robes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Excellent. I think I know why.
Are they like
This is
priest
good.
vestments, basically?
Well, it's the robes that the costume
Yeah.
that we made for the ball. Or
Right.
whatever. Same thing.
If I remember correctly, it was you were trying to come as close as possible to a costume of Lathander. You were trying to look
Yes.
like your patron deity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna take that down.
But we're all resting, basically just kind of sitting around or sleeping.
Mhm.
We're resting.
Just taking a short rest. Yeah.
Yep.
Is there anything you guys want to say to each other at this point?
So, guys, I want to make sure I understand what's going on here. We're in a mine that was created by the dwarves, correct?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
What were they mining?
Iron. It's
Huh?
an iron mine. It's an iron mine.
Iron
This is
mine.
the iron mine that Maalethon wanted to reopen.
Correct.
The dwarves were against that.
But
Or
Tyrius
the druids.
or Tyrius or no,
Tyrius
Maalethon
was
wanted
beginning. Tyrius was beginning to reopen
Tyrius
the
was-
mine.
he wanted it to open. Maalethon wanted it closed. Continued, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Maalethon seems to have sided with the Druids on this one.
So whatever's in
Well,
here.
Yeah,
aid
because they
us.
said they were done with the mine.
Did you all? So what?
We can say this: the tools and the equipment, the stones that you saw in the sending and receiving area, it didn't look like an area that would how it would look if you left the mine. If you were doing a big operation to leave the mine in an orderly fashion, it seems as if things were left in haste.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was wondering. So we don't know why they closed the mine. It could be something extremely dangerous down there.
Well, I was just gonna, it was undead.
Mm-hmm.
So Matt, in the room we were in, where all the stones were collapsing before we opened the door,
Mhm.
all those evil creatures kind of receded into the background, into the walls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there another? It was cavernous, right? I mean, was there another entrance, exit? You know, like another tunnel? Was it another? I mean, I'm trying to figure out where these things came from. If we are in the area, the door that opened up to the rest of the mine, where did they come from?
Mm-hmm.
Those little crevices, right? They all came from the crevices within the chamber, and
Yeah, but the crevices, do the crevices go somewhere? I mean, they just didn't spontaneously, spontaneogenesis create themselves. You know what I mean? Where did they come from living these crevices?
I don't know.
Too bad we didn't have a dwarf with us that was
And that-
experienced.
If we're in the only area that, like, this door is the only entrance exit except for where we came in, where Mullen, you got dragged in,
Mm-hmm.
that would tell me that there's probably more of those things here where we are right now.
Possibly.
Do we know that's the
Oh.
only entrance or exit?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Mhm.
Did
I'm
any
hoping,
of us-
We're
I'm
try- I
hoping
mean-
it's a Skyrim dungeon. There's always one at the end.
Yeah. I mean,
Just
we're
gotta keep
trapped in
going
here for
forward.
all we know.
Yeah. Matt, when those things, the monsters, like skedaddled,
Mm-hmm.
were they all like walking, or were they like climbing up the walls? Are they very?
They were all climbing in all sorts of directions, scampering, climbing in all the crevices and everything else, moving in all kinds of directions. They were getting out of there as quickly as possible. Utter terror from this amulet that Caroline had lifted up.
Shut the door?
Well,
You guys
we need to get
notice-
out of here?
You notice
That's a good question, actually, Paul.
under your feet, actually, you notice that the tracks from the other room continue. And the tracks lead directly ahead to the edge of a massive gaping chasm that appears to drop directly downwards into darkness. And next to the edge sits a wooden platform, almost a gondola of sorts, attached to a cable that stretches across the chasm to the other side, where another platform is docked. And both the platforms have various boxes and barrels on them, as if these platforms were utilized for transportation of tools and ore and workers back and forth across this chasm. And with your lights, you have enough light to be able to see across on the other side of the dark gap. You see beyond the second docked platform is a stone landing of sorts that moves upward in something of a stone ramp that does two 90-degree turns, leading up to three arched openings that are carved out of the rock face that appear to lead deeper into the mine. And random stones are strewn about around these archways. Presumably, these were the good ore left there while the other stones had been cast over the edge into the chasm below. And it's probably actually a good time to show you about how that looks.
Oh boy. Oh god.
It is a we have to cross the chasm on a rickety old gondola.
Mhm.
Can't wait.
Maybe
Matt,
Groggle should go first.
It's held up by rope.
So there is a cable
How
that is
thick
stretching
it?
across.
How thick is the cable?
The cable is extremely thick. I mean, you're talking. I mean, it's a massive cable because presumably this was used to transport iron ore back and forth along with other tools and workers. So it's incredibly thick. It looks to be pretty strong. Although the platforms, I mean, you're right, Bolin. The platforms, they look old and decrepit, but they nevertheless look like they would be strong and stable enough to carry you. Because, like I said, apparently stones would be transported across this. So they have to be at least somewhat sturdy. But
far
they
away
are,
are we
however,
from it?
old.
How far away are we?
You guys are right over here. You're
Well,
on
I
this
can't-
stone platform.
I can't see here. Hold on. I jump in the cart.
Okay. Grog?
Maybe Groggle and Trago go first.
Wait a minute,
Oh.
Niv, are you gonna cast another one of those little light sources that you created? To see.
Well, before we take off across this chasm, there's no doors or tunnels or anything on this side. Just the big metal door behind us.
You mean investigation check?
He's also the only one that doesn't have night vision, so
No,
I
I do
don't
too.
either.
I
I did
do.
grab. We do have a couple torches. I lit one.
Investigation 21.
21. It doesn't seem like you find any other crevices. It seems like this is the central mine that opens up into this area where the ore has been transported back and forth.
so
Yeah.
Matt, I'm in the cart. Is there like a lever that I can see that I'm to pull to get it to go, or
Yeah, if you look in the center of the platform, you can see that there's something of a long pole on the end of which is this wheel that sits upon the cable overhead. And on both sides of the pole, there are two other wheels with crank handles that are connected by chain to the single wheel above. Some sort of mechanism, it looks like, that is used
Okay.
for cranking.
Right.
so I tell
Groggle.
everyone else, get in,
No, Groggle.
get in,
Can we shut the door before we do this?
get in,
Can we shut the door before we
That's a
go?
good point.
That is a good.
get
Good point.
in.
I'm not
The
going until we shut this door.
Groggle, I'll buy
You
you.
got 6 seconds. You got 6 seconds to get in. Otherwise, I'm
Groggle,
hitting the mechanism.
Groggle, the next bar we hit, I'll buy you all the ale you want. Is if you can help.
I hit the
shut the
mechanism
door.
to go. I hit the mechanism to go.
Okay, give me a strength check, Droggle.
10.
10. Okay, it's hard to move it by yourself. It seems like you're going to need help on the other side if you're going to get
Now
this
I'm
thing
going to
rolling.
be embarrassed.
I'm gonna go to the door and
That's
try to
awkward
close
for you.
it myself.
Can you give me a strength check, Caroline?
Good point, Tim.
See you guys.
Natural 1.
Natural 1. So, Paul,
door
Caroline, as
hits
you go and push on the door, it seems really hard to close it from the inside. It doesn't open at all for you. I mean, you push and you heave and you hoe, and nothing happens.
All right, Matt. I get out of the cart and I say, "Let me do this, you little bitch." I go up and help him try to close the door.
Give me a strength check as well.
85.
And Caroline, give me another one now.
26.
All right.
No, 26.
I got a 2.
Okay. We'll say this: Groggle by himself with a 26 is able to, in fact, push the door, and you hear the door sort of, and then you hear it click in place again as it's closed.
No, I
Is
point
there
to the
any?
cart and I say, "Get your ass in the cart."
Is there any levers
Take
or
gears
gears
first.
or anything on the back side of the door?
Yeah.
No, there are not.
Uh-oh.
So now we're really stuck.
The door is sealed.
We probably should have taken the things out of the door as well.
Wah,
You guys just
guess-
couldn't get in the cart.
wah. We all should have listened to Groggle.
How big is the
Don't
cart?
you ever say that again.
Yes, please.
The cart is about 30 feet across by 20 feet. 20 by 30.
It's big enough for all of us to get in.
Okay.
Yeah.
They hold
Everybody-
the door with it.
Everybody, hold on. Give me a perception check real quick. Everybody.
Not great.
65.
5.
Where's my perception thing?
16,
what-
Bolin?
It's 11.
I got a
for me.
15.
15? Okay.
I got 11.
Okay, Bolin and Caroline, as you guys are moving towards the platform, Caroline in particular, because you're closer to the door, you suddenly hear this noise coming behind the door in that area. This hissing sort of noise, as if in stereo, the overwhelming sound of this voice is somehow reverberating even through the metal. Perhaps it's reverberating even through cracks in the wall in this room. You're not quite sure, but you hear this clicking noise as you can hear the wheel on the inside now is beginning to turn.
Figured out how
You
to
didn't
open
take the
doors.
letters out, you fools.
You didn't take the letters out when you shut the door,
And, they're
and the door
smart
is
enough
now
to-
beginning to open.
They just know to crank it. They don't need to know if they're.
Matt, does it open in or out?
It opens in, or sorry, out.
Is-
Sorry, out. Out.
It opens out.
Get in
So
the
it's
cart, you
split.
fools.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get in the cart now. Now I'm scared.
No, I got my amulet. They can't come in.
Okay, what are you guys gonna do?
I'm waiting.
I'm getting in the cart. Or the
Yeah.
Can
gondola.
we take them? Can we take them all at once if it's a choke point?
I mean, yes.
Well, hold on. How about?
We don't know how
no,
many
I
there
can't.
are.
I can't say. Groggle's too stupid. Never
I
mind.
mean, I've got Fireball available now. I've still got my Radiance of the Dawn I could
If
use.
they
I've
open
got
it, we can
plenty
just
of
scare them
weapons.
off again and then take out
What
the.
What if Paul goes behind them and sneaks up behind them after they come through, and then they have to run into the cavern and they all
Because
die?
they can climb on the walls. But that's a.
It doesn't matter if the only way is
No.
the cavern.
I like that idea, but
How could he hide behind? Never mind.
they have to stay back from me 30 feet.
If they open the door, let's stay. If they open the door, you pull out your medallion. They run away. Go out. We grab the letters and bring them with us, and we close them.
I'm scared, so I'm jumping. on the cart.
Or we could just cut
Yeah,
the
it's
cable
jumping
once
in.
we get across.
But they can climb though. Like they can climb. I'm thinking they can climb like along the walls and get across.
Across the cavern.
Yeah.
There's gotta be
So
walls.
they'd have to go down to the bottom of the cavern and then go back up the other side.
You guys at this
No,
point
they
have no idea how deep it is.
Yeah.
No, he's
What
saying
about
the
off to
walls,
the
Tim.
side?
The sides.
Can
They
we
can
see the walls?
climb on the sides.
Okay, so how when we're looking at the cavern, is
Yep.
it expansive like a giant expanse
So
cavern?
the wall that you see over here is
Oh,
a
never
sheer
mind.
wall going straight down.
So that's a wall.
Yeah, that's a wall.
That wall that you're showing is a wall.
Thanks for
Okay.
participating.
And it would be tough to climb. But there's also it's hard to see for you guys.
yeah,
There's a massive
Like
gap.
5 arms.
There's a massive gap right here that they wouldn't be able to get to unless they're able to jump like 50 feet.
Couldn't they just walk on the black felt thing you have there?
There's Groggle.
Imagination, Groggle, come on.
Too literal.
They're actually allergic to felt.
Wah, wah,
They have sensitive
wah.
skin.
Sweet gentlemen.
The door is continuing to crank open. What do you guys want to do?
So why don't you guys like my idea?
Because how am I gonna get behind him?
No,
Second
you stand up against the wall next to the door. They're gonna barrel ass through after me.
Maybe.
I'm sitting on the edge of the thing, and then as the last one comes through, you come out there and say you're a diddly donkey duck or whatever. Then they get scared and they don't even have time to think and they just jump in the hole.
Okay.
Is that
Yeah.
a
Guys,
risk?
you guys
is that a
laugh at
risk
me.
we want to
That's
take?
risky.
It's not a bad idea, but it's very risky because we're stuck at the edge of the cavern.
Oh, because Groggle worries about risk.
Well,
All
that's
right,
our job.
are
We have
doing
to
it?
because you
Yeah,
don't.
I'll have to go against the door. Because if they come barreling through, there's a chance they'll take us with them.
Yeah, true.
I'm getting against the door.
You
No,
guys-
I'll stand there on the edge, about 6 feet from the edge, like this.
Are we doing this?
Yes, we're doing this. We are doing this.
Oh boy. Okay.
Can we have a
Okay.
pee break before we do this?
What?
No.
10
All right.
minutes ago, you needed an up.
That's for the stupid dog. Fine. Keep going.
Okay.
What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? Help me out here.
Okay, here's what to do. Groggle's the bait. He's gonna be like when they open the door, they'll see Groggle. The rest of us are against the wall, behind the door. They can't see us. And when they come barreling through, I'll run up behind them and yell my little thing with my amulet up, and they'll go running into the chasm.
Do you want to try and hide, Caroline?
Well, but they have to open the door, right?
Yeah.
And it opens out or opens in?
Well, it opens out, so they'll see you right away.
It opens outward, yeah.
Yeah, we're standing right
Yeah.
next in the hallway.
Let's just wait for them to come through. We'll scare them away, and then we'll go take the stuff and reclose the door.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do that.
All right.
Where are we standing?
Just right in front. As soon as the door is open, they'll start to come through. Caroline pulls out his medallion. They run away.
They run away back into the chamber that they just
Yeah.
came from.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Then-
We're gonna-
and then
Then
they
we
just
go
come
out
back
and we grab the
again.
letters, so they can't.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Is
Then
that
how do we shut the door?
Same way we did before.
Fourth rotation, the door is almost open.
All right, I got my bow out, and I'm standing back a little bit behind Caroline, just in case.
You fuckers, you missed a legendary moment.
It's open that far, Matt? Like that far?
It hasn't opened yet. They have one more rotation.
Okay. So I'll when the door opens just a little bit, I'll hold up my amulet and say it, and then they have to go 30 feet away from me.
Yeah, but what if
Go.
there's not one? What if there's some other kind of like Eye of the Beholder or something?
Oh, for God's sakes, let's hope not.
Look at Noah Chuck. He's got a shit grin on his face.
I am going to stand on the gondola.
Okay.
I want to be ready to
Yeah.
leave.
How far is the gondola from the door?
Probably about 50 feet.
50. Oh God. Okay.
Okay,
All
so
right.
the door makes its the gear makes its last rotation, and you hear the door click and open, and like just with you guys, it cracks open about an inch, and you see these sickly fingers wrap around with claws, and they begin to pull the door, and the door begins to
I
crank
hold up
open.
my amulet and I recite the same thing I did earlier in Draconian.
Okay. Let me take a Constitution. Okay, they fail, and immediately the hands pull out, and they immediately run back into the cavern as the light from your amulet shoots through this small opening in the door. And they once again pull back, and this time running around inside the room, not running into the crevices this time, but moving 30 feet away, where they stop and turn and face back, kind of crouching and crawling into the darkness, eyeing you down this whole time.
So now, Groggle, help me push the door open. I'll walk out, I'll hold the amulet up, and then someone go out and get those gears.
You gotta persuade me now.
Oh, for
This is your idea. What?
I go try to open the door.
Okay, give me a strength check.
We are a fucking disaster.
really,
We're taking
24.
Okay,
strategic
you're
advice from the.
You're able to move the door enough that you're able to get out. Yeah, there's enough space now for a normal sized person to get out.
someone go grab the gears.
The
All
letters.
right, are you going out with the amulet?
Yeah, I'm gonna stand at the little, like, I'll walk into the hole, the opening we created.
Okay.
Here, Pop. What?
Yeah, okay. Guys, head up.
I'll go
All right.
behind him and like double check. There's nothing close.
No, you don't see anything.
Okay, I'm
Guys.
gonna go out.
Guys, we have to take a break. My dad's here to unload the Christmas tree.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh, is that
Okay.
what Mom's
5-minute break.
All right.
Let's take a little break here. Yeah, take a quick break, and we'll take a quick pee break
Dog
and
go.
continue.
Burp.
All right, guys. So we'll get back into this right now. You just open this door. You're able to scare off these ghoulish figures, Caroline, with your amulet. And we'll say for the sake of time, you guys are able to run out and pull out these letters, S-I-L-U-S, Silas, from the door. Run back in, and the door clicks shut, sealing you in, unless you
Hold
want to
on.
do something else.
I do. Okay, so as they're getting the gears, I kind of want to look at these things. Can I see any distinguishing marks, or are they just kind of disgusting and gross? Or they're just nasty? Or I'm trying to just
He
get a
wants to
better.
know what page on the monster manual they are.
Give me a perception check.
Natural 20.
Natural
Nice.
20. You get a pretty sharp view of all of them, and they all look very different. They're all sort of warped, twisted humanoids that have multiple legs, multiple arms. Not a single one looks the same, kind of like disgusting, horrific snowflakes. And they all are different with multiple heads.
They're
You can
Republicans.
imagine almost
Yeah,
like
you mean Trump
like
supporters?
a Smeagol golem, kind of a golem kind of creature, but with legs and arms coming randomly out of different places. They look something like ghoulish figurines, though, almost like undead ghouls of sorts.
Can I
Okay.
perceive any like head of their group, or is it just they're all random and they're doing their own thing?
They're all moving around in random ways. It doesn't seem like they have any sort of leader. At this point, eyeing you down, hissing horrifically as they're watching you, keeping their distance from you.
Give them one of these, you know.
So you give them one of those as you back into the room.
Yeah, the double.
There you go. You guys shutting the door?
Yeah.
Okay. The door clicks shut, sealing you guys now into this room.
To our tomb.
And you have your only escape now inside the room. The key is locked in with you.
And I'm
What
gonna.
would you like?
So I'm gonna yell in my best Groggle voice. Get on the platform.
How convincing is it?
Persuasion.
That was very good.
Persuasion of 5.
It was good role
Get
playing
on
though,
the
so that sounds good.
I'm honestly, guys, I'm hesitant to all of us to get in that gondola at once, because even though that cord looks really strong, you know, last thing
Hey,
I
listen here, Paul. The reason your dog isn't with us is because of your hesitation. We're all getting on that fucking platform, and we're all going to the end.
you want
I
my
agree.
dog.
I agree with Groggle.
What?
Whoa!
Groggle, you're getting on?
Yes.
Let's go.
Well, Niv, Trigar, are you getting on as well?
I'm gonna stay close to Caroline because I want to stay close to the medallion.
There you go.
Caroline, are you getting on?
What are you doing?
Okay, so there's like a pulley system, or it's like a mechanism, is that what it is?
Yeah,
Or is
there's
it
like
like
a
a-
wheel mechanism with cranks that turns a wheel above you, above on top of this pole thing. that takes the platform across and will carry you and these boxes and everything across the other side. And if you look down, actually, attached to the front of the platform is another cable that runs across the chasm and around the stone pillar on the other side and attaches to the platform on the other side. So it looks as if the platforms will move and they will move in sync. And it seems like that is what gives them stability, is they are attached to each other. So they're not going to swing out of control because they're essentially attached to one another. As one platform moves across the side, the other one comes back to the other side.
What are in the boxes?
You want to open them?
Yes, I do.
That's what I was going to do while we're traveling, is see what's in the boxes.
Okay. Is everyone getting onto the platform then?
Hold on. Why don't we get the boxes off the platforms? So there's not extra weight.
Who's got the boxes right now?
The boxes are down here on the platforms, actually.
Don't kick them off. Don't throw them off.
You look on your platform, you've got 4 boxes, and it looks like 3 barrels that are on your platform.
Can we while they're on the platform, can we open up and look inside in case we want to bring them with us, like their food or something?
Sure, yeah. You can open them up. You go to the first box. Yeah? And you...
Yeah, hey, Matt, have we eaten in the last 8 months?
It's only been 2 weeks.
Yeah, we ate.
Yeah.
We ate in the morning. We had breakfast.
You had good breakfast, yeah.
Wheaties.
Yeah.
You go to open the first box, Caroline, and as you lift the lid, you look inside and there's some blankets and tarps in the box.
Okay, I'm gonna pick it up and put it on the landing.
Okay. Yep. You lift that up. It's fairly light. You go to the second box. You want to open this one?
I do. Am I doing this
Check
to myself?
for traps, you idiots!
You open the second box, and as you lift the lid off, you look in and you see what looks to be 3 odd coiled ropes of some sort.
Oh shit!
The snake.
Are we playing Pokemon? Does that bring you to the entrance?
Ropes.
They're just coiled ropes. I shed it
Okay. Yep.
and I put it on the landing.
Okay. Do you want to keep moving?
Can I get a little help here, guys?
I can't say anything.
Well, I'm gonna look at you guys and say, "A little help."
Are you finding anything?
Well, I already said
Eric,
I
what
wanted
is
to
your
look
intelligence?
through it.
What actually is your intelligence?
7, Tim.
Okay, so you're dumber than the average person,
Yeah.
but you're not like so dumb that you can't like think
That
of.
should be Groggle's t-shirt. Groggle, dumber than the average person.
Kind of retarded.
Tim, 7's pretty stupid.
But it's not like.
Hey,
you
I have
can-
a 7
you can,
strength.
You can
and I
have your opinions
still
on
went it up.
things, and
I mean, Donnie Trump's a 13.
anyway.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop here and say, guys, can I get a little help?
Well, they're not heavy boxes. If we lift them, are they heavy? I mean, are they going to make any difference if we put them on or not?
It's,
The,
Well, 'cause
the
I said
whole
I wanted
the
to look
cart
through
takes
there to see
iron
what,
ore.
like what they
Yeah,
were
exactly. The cart is the gondola is built to take iron, which is heavy. So I would assume it could take 600 pounds of us.
Well,
Hey.
400.
Well, yeah, okay.
Chad's 10.
But Trago's like 30, so like you guys even out.
So you had blankets and tarps in the first one. You had these odd 3 ropes in the second one. Do you want to continue, Caroline?
So wait, no, I don't. But so wait, these odd 3 ropes. Why did it seem?
Curious now. You want to open it back up?
Open it back up and give me an Arcana check.
Oh,
Spoiler alert.
magical poison ropes.
Where's our?
It's under intelligence, I believe.
Oh, there. No, it's not. I got a 13.
13. They remind you of something you've seen or heard or read about before, but you can't remember exactly the properties of these ropes. But you do remember that they look to be more than just normal ropes.
How long's this been going on, Matt? Like 10 seconds? 5 seconds?
He went and opened the box again and looked in
I'll be
again.
right
So
back.
5-6 seconds, yeah.
Okay,
Jeez.
so I'm getting out of the cart.
Grab one.
You grab one?
Yes, I grab one.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
getting out of the cart and I'm going to pick up both of those boxes and I'm going to throw both of them into the abyss.
Exactly what I told you not to do.
He got one of the ropes.
He's holding one of the ropes in his hand. Yeah. Caroline, as you hold the rope in your hand, you feel that it begins to sort of twitch, almost like a snake, and it suddenly animates and begins to shine in a strange way, as if it's waiting for you to give it a command.
Ooh.
And at this
Man.
point, Matt, after I throw the boxes, I say, "Get in the damn cart."
So
Okay,
the other
I'll
box,
grab-
the first box with the tarp and the blankets flies off. The other one with the other 2 ropes flies off as well, as Groggle throws them in.
Yeah, I've got one of the ropes. I'm on the cart. I'm on the platform.
Okay, you can go ahead and write down a 160-foot rope of climbing.
Okay.
Rope of climbing.
I won't tell you what
So
it
is
does.
this-
I'll just give you the name.
Is this
One
like obvious that
rope of
it's a
climbing.
special rope to the rest of us?
You notice that it reacts when Caroline picks it up. It's obviously beginning to shimmer and to shine as if it's sort of animated in a way that a normal rope obviously doesn't.
Okay, so I'm gonna look at
Detect-
Groggle and be like, maybe let's not throw anything off. There could be other useful stuff in here.
I'm gonna throw you off if you don't shut the hell up. Get in the cart.
I'm on the cart.
Okay,
I
you're
was already on the cart.
yeah.
And trust me, Chad, you weigh 30 pounds. I can throw you.
Okay.
Too late to ready Featherfall.
Trago could be punted across the chasm.
We got a big rubber band.
Well,
You probably could
Wasn't that funny?
Slingshot him.
I'll take 2 of those boxes off because you've thrown them off the side.
Wait, there's more boxes?
Yeah, there was a total of 4 boxes and there's 3
So
barrels on there.
I'll start looking in one of the barrels then.
Okay, Trago, you open up one of the barrels, and it looks to be full of what looks to be some sort of strange blasting charges. Give me an intelligence check.
Oh boy.
Awesome. Dynamite.
It's not going to be super great. 12.
Oh, okay. You recognize these as dwarven-made blasting charges, but you don't remember exactly how powerful they are. But you have heard of these before, obviously used in mining activities.
Okay, and they are like lit, like has a fuse.
Yep, lit like a fuse.
Okay, I'm going to close that one up nice and tight again, and I'm going to look in the other barrels.
Same thing in the other 2.
Okay.
They're about half full of blasting charges. There's about 10 in each one.
Is anybody else looking in the boxes?
I thought yes. I mean, the other
The other
box.
2 boxes that we have.
The other 2 boxes, yeah. One of the boxes you open up, it has some different mining tools, and it has some pickaxes and broken lanterns. The final box that you open up, it has sitting inside of it, strange. There's like some straw, but resting on the straw is this odd-looking metal rod.
Why?
That's it. It's sitting in this box, an odd-looking metal rod. Has a strange-looking sort of switch button on the end of it, and that's all it is.
Do I see this?
I'm assuming you all see it. If
Yeah.
Trago's pulling it out.
I grab it. No, Trago's putting it up.
Well, does it look like it connects with the fuse or the blasting thing or whatever that I found in the barrels?
Why don't you give me an Arcana check?
Okay.
This is either going to go really, really well or really, really bad.
13.
13?
Rod of explosion.
Yeah.
You have also heard of these sort of things before, but you're not quite sure if this is what it is.
Mhm.
You have an idea that it might be what you think it is, but you can't remember the name of it. But you know that it is a rod that has some sort of power, some sort of special ability.
Is there a bunch of them in there?
Just one.
Just one?
So, am I within grasping distance
Okay,
of this rod?
I'm gonna take it.
A rod of molesting.
Yeah, you're within 10 feet.
I'm
Well, I
I'm
want to grab it
taking it.
from him. I want to grab it from him.
I'm not gonna let him grab it.
Oh no.
Oh,
Trago will just grab
You
it and
just
pull
look at
Trago
it.
up with it.
I'm quick though.
Give me a contested dexterity check.
Check.
For God's sakes.
It is
You
going
ain't
to take
getting
us
it.
2 hours to get across the
I
chasm.
ain't getting it. I rolled a nat 20. 24.
Hold on, let me roll.
You'd have to roll
What's
like a
the
20.
wood
Yeah.
made out of? Is this a
All right.
cherry oak wood?
Yeah.
Hey,
So as Groggle, as you reach
pricks.
to grab this rod, Trago just swoops underneath you, runs to the other side of the platform, and is holding it, looking at you intently as in backup.
Hit him in the nuts.
No.
So can I just make one quick observation here? Paul's in northern Florida. Dan is basically in no man's land. Death defined us, North Dakota. The rest of us are like at what, 20 degrees? Paul, you suck. Anyway, carry on.
Really? That's non sequitur theater.
So I'm gonna put that in my bag, and
Okay.
as we continue on, I'm gonna grab like 3 or 4 of the blasting caps.
Okay. Yep.
Those two.
Let's
Nothing
bring
serious.
let's bring all 3 barrels though, guys, or 2 or whatever.
What, with us?
Yeah.
That's gonna be pretty heavy there.
That's a lot of. You're going to carry the barrels with you?
And I was hoping to do
We'll
this
put them on the
rather
platform.
stealthily.
Let's see what happens when we get to the
You have
other
about
side.
30 blasting charges.
Let's just blow the platform.
We don't. No.
Don't give me any ideas.
Yeah, right.
Destroy.
Try not, I don't want
power
Groggle to see
as
all
you
this
go
shit.
in.
Yeah.
All right, guys, what do you want to do?
Gonna
I'm,
grab
gra-
the
I'm
other
grabbing one of the
fucking
barrels and I'm
side.
going to put it on the cart or on the platform.
It's on the platform already.
No, I'm going to
No,
put it on
I
the.
thought, Groggle, I thought you were getting us across this
Yeah.
entire time. You're cranking that thing to get us across, right?
I'm going to start.
Okay.
Jesus, man, hurry up! Come on, we have all day.
I'm grabbing one of the barrels,
Okay.
putting it on the platform, the whirly bird,
Yep.
and then I'll start.
Okay.
All right.
Well, they were already
So
done.
Groggle
Yeah.
begins to turn the wheel,
Oh, they
and you slowly begin to move across into the chasm.
I don't like this.
And as you do that, this other platform also moves in synchronization in tandem with you as it begins to move across the platform. Tragar, you can write down in your inventory you have some mysterious rod.
Hey, Matt, can I, as
We're all so sick.
as we as
Yes.
we're going across, I want to just cast Sacred Flame down the chasm so I can see
Okay.
like how far down it goes.
Does he like fall over from the
How
weight?
far does that go as far as a spell?
60 feet.
60 feet. Okay. Bolin, you begin to cast Sacred Flame, and you see for 60 feet darkness. Eventually, the spell dissipates.
I
you're-
ask him what he's doing.
I just want to see how far down this thing goes,
Oh,
and then
Well,
I'm gonna put
cast-
a.
I'll grab one of the barrels, cast light, and just shove it off.
Okay, the barrel plummets off, and you see it falling, 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 falling. And eventually, it breaks open as it hits water. Something of maybe 200-300 feet down. It's hard to say, but it was a long fall.
Now we got to fight a Balrog.
Yeah, right.
Great.
Nobody ever watched Lord of the Rings? Pippin.
You guys continue across as you're moving across. Bolin, at this point, you suddenly get a massive headache. Your head is feeling there's a lot of tension from the wound on your neck is still causing you a bit of pain, and your vision starts to blur again, but then it comes back to you just for a second, just for a slight second, and you kind of shake it off.
You're
you
Harry
guys
Potter.
Continuing to move across.
Is it unnerving? Do I feel different, or
It
is
feels-
just like a quick pain and then gone?
It's like a shooting pain through your neck and into your head. It felt like what happened when you were initially stabbed by this creature and dragged into the mine.
Do any of us notice him like wincing or anything?
I would say no. I mean, it was kind of a slight twinge. You would have noticed too much.
Okay.
And now I want all of you to go ahead and give me a perception check.
No, that's cocked. Hey, that's really good. That is a 27.
Oh.
13 for me.
20.
18.
18.
So everybody except for Trago.
Damn it.
As you're pressing
Trago's
on,
playing with the rod.
cranking across. Yeah.
Stroking your rod there, buddy.
What is going on here?
As you're cranking the wheel and moving across the platform, all of you except for Trago, you pick up the faint scent, and Bolin even more so, of some kind of putrid odor. Again, almost like the smell of rotting blood mixed with fresh blood. It's a rather confusing smell, but one that's not altogether unfamiliar. And as you continue to move towards the center of the chasm, the other platform draws near. It's relatively empty, with what looks to be only 3 fairly beat-up boxes and 2 barrels.
How
And
far
the
away
scent,
is it, Matt?
it's right next to you at this point. You're within only about, there's like a small gap between them, maybe a foot.
All right, I stop.
Okay?
I stop that.
Yeah.
And I jump across and I go into one of the boxes.
Okay.
You go
Jumps
into them?
across. And you look
Save
at one of the
your ass,
boxes.
boy.
Yeah. You open up one of the boxes, and there's more blankets and tarps in one of those boxes as
Kick it
well.
kick it off the platform.
Yep.
We're all gonna get smallpox
falls
from
down.
these boxes.
Next box.
Here come these
Next box.
blankets.
More mining tools, pickaxes, hammers in that one as well.
So I see one more box and a barrel, or are we not doing math
Yep.
one-to-one
Yeah,
here?
here we go. One more box and 2 barrels.
Okay, I grab both barrels because I already know what's in those.
Okay.
I bring them over to our platform,
Yep. Throw those back on your platform.
and then I want to see what's in that last box.
Okay. You go to the last box and you open it up, and inside of that box, there's a smaller greenish box inside of the box that looks a little more ornate and fancy than anything else around you.
All right, I take it and I put it in my pack. I do not open it up.
Okay. You keep it shut. Yep.
And then
And-
I move back to our other platform.
Yeah, that was a little suspicious. Like, it's like he knew exactly where to look.
As Groggle, as you begin to walk back, the scent that you guys are smelling, Groggle, you had a high perception check there as well. It's now overpowering, stronger than before. And you look down on the platform, the planks of this platform as you're walking across, and you see now that the planks are covered entirely in what looks to be this deep, reddish, coagulated blood that seems to cover a large part of this platform. And the scent of rotten blood is now
Matt,
overwhelming. Yeah.
Matt, when I look, what do I see?
Give me an investigation or perception check.
12.
12. You see Groggle stopping and looking down and sort of bending down a little bit to look at this blood. That's all you see.
No, but when I look up,
When you look up,
mhm,
you see the wheel above you, the cable. You see the cavern far above you. You don't see anything else.
do I hear any movement or anything? Or do I hear any?
You don't.
Okay, so I say, but can we just get across?
Yes. Must go faster.
I start back up.
Okay, so Groggle, as you step across the platform, you sort of make your way through this blood. Are you going to walk around or are you going to go through it?
Through it.
Through it, okay. You sort of begin to walk through it. And as you take a step, your foot kind of stops. It's almost like some sort of sticky glue of sorts. And your other foot sticks as well.
Okay.
And as you...
I take out both of my daggers immediately, take them like this, and shove them right to the sides of my foot.
And as you do that, Groggle, as you shove your daggers down, suddenly a bright red tentacle shoots up from underneath the platform, aiming directly for your neck as a massive, dark, reddish blob forces its way up through the spaces between the wooden planks where a blood ooze had been hanging. And you are now all standing face to face with a gigantic, terrifying, vampiric blood ooze let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Do I get to roll too?
You had the
Everybody.
Stabby stab, didn't you?
But I got a stab in there.
Blood ooze. Oh crap!
5.
6.
Well, I beat that. I got a 6.
What's your dexterity, Paul?
16.
All right, you go first.
So this is on the other platform, right?
Yep.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Whoops,
So-
indeed.
25 to 20.
Roll the other barrel and then shoot it with a. Put the
Anybody?
torch-
No? No? Nobody 25 to 20. Okay, let's go 20 to 15.
15.
15. Oh boy. Okay, Niv. And then we have the blood ooze. Which
What's the blood ooze?
it's this globulous blob of just disgusting.
Did you make this one up, or is this
Body
out of the...
blood. This is a vampiric blood
It's
ooze.
just totally the thing.
Vampiric?
Yeah, 15 to 10.
14. Or Niv got
14.
15. Or yeah, whatever.
Yep.
I got it.
Try go. 10 to 5.
5.
I got 6.
6 for which one of you has a higher dex?
Paul goes first.
Okay, so Carolyn, and then we have Bolin, and then we have Groggle. Okay. So as you guys see this blood ooze come out and begin to strike out at Groggle in response to this, off to the side of your field of vision, you suddenly see, stepping out of the darkness and onto the stone terraces above you where the archways are, what appears to be soldiers from the Sons of Silas, at least in the armor of the Sons of Silas. Behind the armor, however, are nothing but bones and rotting flesh. They are undead soldiers, and as they step up to the edge, you see that they are strangely illuminated by flames of some kind. And then it strikes you. They are preparing to fire flaming arrows.
Ambush!
So these three guys actually have a higher roll than you guys. I'm going to put them up here.
How far away are they?
They are
About
Hey,
12
go ahead.
inches.
they're going to be a good 60, 55, 60 feet.
Groggle, I'm going to yell out, keep pulling us across.
Okay.
Oh, I got other ideas.
Groggle's stuck over there. So the archers are going to go ahead and fire arrows at you guys. The first one, 19, is going to hit, and let me roll again to 1d6 to see if it hits your platform or the other one. It's going to hit your platform. So a fire goes off and hits your platform, and immediately the platform bursts into flames. The second one, with an 18, oh my goodness, it hits the other platform where Groggle is. That platform also begins to burn as this old wood begins to take flame. And the last one rolls an 11, and that flies over the platform. So now you have fires both on both platforms beginning to spread across the old wood. Niv, you're up.
Oh, excuse me.
Me.
How far from the far side of the chasm are we?
You are from the other chasm.
No, from the... Yeah.
You're about 30 feet at this point.
Okay, because those dudes are 60 feet away, you said, right?
There's a fire here and a fire here. Yeah, those guys are 60 feet up on the sides there.
We.
And the blood
I
is up next.
I'm gonna pussy out and cast Misty Step over to the far side of the chasm
Nice.
Nice.
and just bam.
Okay.
Fucker.
What's your range on that one? How far can you go?
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay, that's just enough for you. You're able to walk to the edge here of the platform. You're gonna have to run around the fire though. So give me a quick dex saving throw here.
13.
13. Okay, you're still gonna take 2 points of fire damage as you run through the fire and Misty Step over to the opposite side where you end up over there, safe across the chasm, as these platforms are now burning. Anything else you want to say or do, Niv?
Is there any way to get? No, you know what? I'm going to stand right there. I want the archers to be able to see me still.
Okay. Yep. Excellent. Okay. The Blood Ooze turn is going to come to you, Groggle. I'm going to move next to you here and immediately strike out with a tentacle attack onto you. And that is going to be a 7. That's going to miss you. It gets a second attack as well. And that is going to be an 11. That also doesn't hit you with your AC. So that is the end of the Blood Ooze turn. Trago, you're up.
Okay, one question.
Yeah.
From my intelligence checks with the blasting caps, they don't actually do anything until they're inserted in an explosive, correct?
Oh, it's actually it's like sticks of dynamite actually.
Oh, it is. It sticks to dynamite.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not blasting caps. It's actually
Oh.
Chad,
Okay.
it's time to get out your magical rod.
I don't know what it does.
Probably
That's
shoots
the-
fire.
Probably. That's how big is the fire that is on our thing? Is it like a small campfire size?
It's about 5 feet at this point, but it is growing and it is slowly burning outwards towards. There's a barrel here, and there's 4 barrels lined up here on the side.
Okay. Because prestidigitation, I could snuff a candle, torch, or small campfire. It's too big for that by now.
For that.
Okay. I'm going to yell to Carolina, or just everybody get the barrels off the platform. And then I'm going to take a shot at the closest archer
Okay.
with my bow.
So you make your
Wait. Bonus action, can I hide behind one of the boxes?
yeah. Give me a stealth real quick there. Let's see how that goes.
Okay, I have to use my... Is it my reaction? Because I rolled a 1. I can use my reaction to re-roll it. Yeah, it's not going to be good. 15?
15. That's actually going to be enough. And I'll say because of the chaos here, you're able to. They're not watching you exactly, so you're able to
All
actually
right.
to hide
Taking
behind
a shot at the closest archer guy.
Yep.
It's going to be 21.
21. That is a hit. Roll for damage.
Okay, so it's
Plus sneak attack.
plus sneak attack. I think the bow is 1d6, right? Yep, 1d6 plus 4. So 46 plus 4. Ooh, not too bad.
D6.
17.
17. Okay, you come flying off of this barrel here, jumping up and shooting off an arrow up at this guy, and the arrow comes and hits true, and you see the guy sort of lean forward as it pierces right through his armor, and he falls straight forward off of the cliff face, and you hear this sort of gurgling scream until there's this bloosh about 4 seconds later.
Skeletons can scream.
They have
These
feelings.
can. They're magical.
They pissed, man. They mad.
Okay, Caroline, you're
That's
up.
it.
So I'm wearing my. You said it's about 5 foot the fire.
Yeah, it's a 5 foot at this point, and it will be growing 5 foot each turn. And the
Okay.
barrels are approximately 10 feet away from the fire.
Okay. I take off my druid cloak. I take it and I spread it over the fire to stamp it out.
Okay, give me a let's see, give me a survival check.
That's a new one. 19.
19. Okay, I will say this, that you are able to run over and use your cloak in a proficient way, and you're able to put that fire out, saving you guys from an scary explosion that might have happened there. Anything you want to say? Anything else you want to do, Caroline?
I mean, do I know the rope does that I have? There's a new rope. Do I know that it's a rope of climbing?
You don't know exactly how it works. With your Arcana check, it wasn't high enough.
I mean, I think I'm probably going to be spending most of my time stamping out the fire, so I think I'm good.
Yep. Okay, Bolin, you're up.
Yeah. Shit. I'm gonna walk up to the blob and
Have a conversation.
yeah, I'm just gonna touch it and cast
Get out.
inflict wounds.
Okay.
At first level.
That's how you lose a hand.
Yeah.
3d10 necrotic damage.
Oh. At first level?
At
He's
first
immune to
level.
that. He's immune to that.
Necrotic
know?
damage, you think?
For
We'll see.
sure.
1d10.
Any monster book?
Here's the 10. Okay, so I think that's an auto hit, yeah. 5, 6, 9. So 15 points of damage. Necrotic
Okay,
damage.
nice. Wow. So that actually goes through, and you see that one of the there's another tentacle that's coming out of the blob, and as you touch it, you see that thing goes black and sort of dissipates, and the blood actually gets hard and falls down, and it takes 15 points of necrotic damage. Groggle, you're up.
How thick's the cable?
It's
No.
pretty thick. I mean, you're talking like this. I mean, it's a seriously sturdy cable.
Do they have steel in this version of Dungeons and Dragons?
Yep.
Or is
There's yep.
Have iron.
It's a metal cable of some sort.
the wood post exactly like it looks?
Yeah. Oh, get ready to jump, Bolin.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
shit.
Don't forget that you're like attached to the other platform.
There's 2 archers left in the slime.
Yep.
Yep.
What's gotta be careful here. I want to do this right.
Indeed.
I take my morning star
Uh-huh.
at the mechanism that holds us up,
Yeah.
and I hit it to try to break the platform free so we fall.
On the metal part?
Well, just the weakest part. Yeah,
Okay.
I would think that would be it.
Okay,
You're not
so
on
I
the
can-
same platform, you realize.
What's that?
You're not on the same platform that we're on.
I jump back to the same platform they're
You
on.
can't.
Why?
You can move
You're
over
not-
there. Oh
I
yeah,
thought
you're
he was-
sorry. Your
You're
feet are still stuck. That's right. You'd have to use your action to try and get free.
That changes things.
Yeah, the 300-foot drop doesn't. That doesn't change things. It's you being stuck.
I hit him with my. I take a swing with my morning star at the slime.
All right, go ahead and roll.
11.
He's got a really poor AC, so yeah, you hit him. Roll damage.
600.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna break the platform when you do it too.
Yeah.
Slice through the. Yeah.
7.
7. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, and then I take my. I'm using my ability here for an extra action.
Mm-hmm.
Another attack.
Yes.
14. That's a hit.
Hit.
12.
12. Whoa. Excellent.
Oh, I'm sorry. 10. 10.
10.
7. Oh.
So as you come down with your morning star, the first one strikes through a little bit, and the second one hits home even more, though. And you see a large chunk of this blob actually separate from the rest of it, and you see it spinning as it's flickering, flying blood off. Your whole body is covered with blood as it spins around, and it falls off the
It's gonna
side
become another one. Oh.
down into the cavern.
Hey.
And once again, after about 4 or 5 seconds. End of Groggle's turn. The archers are going to go, and they're going to go ahead and try and attack again, shooting down on the platforms. First one in the middle there is going to shoot, and that will be hit. And they will be hitting, once again, Groggle's platform. So now there are 2 fires on your platform, Groggle. The second one is going to also fire, hitting as well, and hitting now the main platform once again. I got to get another marker here. So another one that lands close to where the last one did. End of the archer turn. Niv, you're up.
So Groggle's platform's got 2 fires.
2 fires
Ours
on it.
now new one.
Yours has 1. Yep.
So how far away am I to, run around to those archers?
So you could run if you wanted to use your 30 foot of movement. You would be able to get within 30 feet of them.
Well, because how far away are they?
60 feet.
Okay, so I would have to dash though.
You wouldn't be able to reach them, but you could get within 60 feet or 30 feet of them across the gap. If you wanted to run, you'd have to go this way.
Right, but to get all the way to them,
Yeah,
I'd
then you
have to
need
dash.
30, 60, 90. You're looking at about
so
100
yeah.
some feet to get up to them.
Oh boy. Is that going to be enough? So I don't think I can kill them. So can I distract them?
Blood Ooze is up next, and then we have Trago, and then Carolyn.
And how far away is that ooze?
From you right now,
30
you're looking
feet.
at about 35 feet.
Well, I guess I'm just going to move within 30 feet of
Okay.
one of those archers.
That'll bring you up here on the end of this rock, and now you're within 30 feet of both of them. You could pick either one.
Can I ask a meta question real quick?
Sure.
So as we're in the heat of battle like this, are we able to ascertain distance to this degree of accuracy? Like they have Niv say that looks like 35 feet. I can't cast the spell I was going to because it's too far. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You can take your best guess, and then I'll let you know if it works or not.
So maybe okay. I'm just curious.
We got a teddy bear.
What is
Oh,
going
dear.
on?
Okay, so. Oh man. I am going to try and distract those two
Mhm.
by casting Silent Image.
Okay.
And I want. Do I know what any kind of underground monsters are or anything?
Yeah, I mean you've had a lot of experience with them. I mean you're a wizard, so you've done some reading. Yeah.
Okay.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Now, I myself don't know what any underground monsters might be. So I will leave that up to you, Matt, but I want to make it look like something comes out of that third archway, the one where the guy fell.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
And since I have improved. Oh well, that's a cantrip. Let me double check something here.
I'll just add a figurine up here to make it look like something comes out of there.
So I guess this is kind of a meta question to you. Minor illusion just says image of an object. So would that not be creatures?
I won't count that creature. No, we'll just say an object.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have to do silent image then, which is object, creature, or some other visible phenomenon. But
Okay.
it'll be some sort of underground creature. Come out and make it look like it's
A beholder,
threatening
a beholder,
to
a
attack
beholder.
Those guys.
Yeah, we could say beholder. So immediately this beholder comes out of the door, with eyes flying all over the place, and immediately the two of them
Would the
turn
undead
and see
care
this.
about that though?
Well, we'll see.
Maybe.
We'll see when it's their turn. Maybe. Okay, Niv, anything else you want to say or do?
I'm just gonna yell to those guys to get their asses over here.
Good.
Blood Ooze now is going to turn and take a strike at you, Niv. Sorry, not Niv. You, Bolin. He's going to shoot out a tentacle directly at you. And that is a 13.
No, that misses.
Misses. Okay. The second tentacle for the second attack is going to go to you, Groggle. And that's going to miss you with an 8. Man, that's too bad. I'm rolling terrible. So the blood ooze, the tentacles fly over your shoulders.
Oh, yeah,
as
that's
the fire
terrible.
now begins to burn even more. This box is now on fire. Half of this platform that you're on, Groggle, and Caroline, is burning. This fire now, Bolin, this fire is starting to head over to these barrels, and the barrels now are beginning to burn. There's 2 of them now at this point that are burning.
Full of explosions.
Okay, so I think I'm next.
Trago, you're up after the blood ooze.
Who's after me? Bolin?
Caroline.
Caroline.
Caroline? I mean, there's not a whole lot I could do with that.
Can you? No, I don't want to say anything.
Eric, you're muted. How heavy are they, Matt? When we were like moving them around.
The barrels, I mean, they're only like there's only 10 blasts in each one. So I mean, you could kick them off essentially if you needed to.
Even with my strength?
You'd have to give me a strength check.
Oh, it's a -2.
Go for it.
I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna try to kick one of the ones off.
One of the burning ones off. Okay,
One of
you
the
run
burning
over
ones
there,
Yep.
and you come here and give me a strength check.
Just make sure not to throw yourself over the side.
He's gonna miss and then go running off the edge.
So it doesn't move, and I will run away as far as I can.
For you, Trago, I'm giving you a DC 10 on that. Did you beat a DC 10?
I did not.
You did not.
I rolled a 4. I have
Trago
-2 strength.
Trago goes up and tries to kick it, and it doesn't move. And then, are you running back as far as you can?
I'm running away as far as I can.
Onto my platform.
10 feet.
Is that my action and bonus action, or is that enough?
That was your action. Do you have a bonus action you want to do?
I'm gonna hide behind the box. Could I hide between, like, on Groggle's platform between the boxes?
Yeah,
Or
never
is there-
mind. Never mind that I'm in combat to the death here.
Give me a stealth check real quick.
He's almost dead.
17.
17. Okay, yeah, you're able to hide behind that box. Caroline, you're up. You've got 2 barrels on fire at this point.
Oh, I'm kicking the barrels off.
Okay, which one?
Can I do both of them?
You'll be able to run over to one and push one off. Give me a strength check.
Which one is the closest? They're both on fire?
Yeah, both of these 2 are on fire.
Which one's more on fire?
Yes.
I would say they're equally on fire.
For God's sakes. But they're not next to each other?
They're about 5 feet away from each other.
How far away from me right now? I put up the first fire.
If you have 2 attacks, I would let you do it. Do you have 2 attacks?
I do.
You do. Okay. I mean, I'd let you give an attack on the barrel if you want to try and just give it a shove.
I do.
Okay, give me a strength check. For you, who are bigger, you need a 7.
Let's see here. What do I got? I got a 10.
10. Okay, the first barrel, you kick it off as you move up to it. It falls off, and you hear it falling down before it hits the water and spread and breaks into pieces. Second one.
Second one, I got a 7.
You got a 7.
Oh,
Yes.
So you kick the second one off. Luckily, as that one is falling down, it gets probably about 60, 70 feet down, and you just hear this as the dynamite blasting charges go off.
Who's next?
me.
All right, Bolin, you're up.
The other 2 aren't on fire.
Yeah.
Is there any shrapnel that comes back?
still
or
have-
anything?
Don't we
It
still
was
have
far
one
enough
that's on
down.
fire
That's
though?
okay.
Don't we
No,
still
not-
have one that's on fire, or he
You
got the
still
other
have
one?
fire
got
on
both
the
of them.
platform.
But no barrels.
But no barrels are on fire.
The
All right.
barrels.
Okay.
Pringles. Mute.
Can I tell if the blood ooze is like hurt? Does he
I
look
mean,
injured? I mean, does he
Looks
look?
pretty beat up. Yeah, I mean, it is looking fairly beat up. Yeah, it's taking some
Blood ooze,
pretty
how do
hard
we know?
shots.
What's this? Okay.
Thank you, Paul. I was about to yell at you.
I guess Sacred Flame.
Woohoo. Okay.
Wait, no, that's probably a bad idea. To put it to
You just like
put that
blow
fire.
everything up.
I'll
Is Sacred Flame actual fire?
it's radiant damage. I don't know. I guess
Yeah, that's not the same thing as actually flames. It's more of a divine.
you know what? I'll take out my mace. I have a mace, everybody. I have a mace.
Is this the first time you've used it?
Yes.
I was gonna say.
And I'm gonna see if I can like use it to pry Groggle's foot out and pry it loose.
You understand what a mace is, right?
Well, yes, but I don't want to touch it. I don't want to like dig in there with my hands. And I'm gonna
Okay,
try
give me a dexterity check.
That is a 17.
Okay, so you're able actually to stick your mace underneath Groggle's feet, and when you strike it down in there, it loosens up enough of his feet that he's able to, or his foot, he's able to move it up.
Okay. So now I'm gonna yell at him like, "Let's go! Let's get out of here! Now that you're free." And then I'm
Okay.
gonna move back to our.
Okay,
platform.
he's gonna get a attack of opportunity as you move back.
Okay.
And that will be an 11. That's a miss.
Miss.
Okay. How far do you want to go back?
To the very back corner.
Okay.
Yep. Perfect.
Groggle, you are up.
All right, I jump back in and I'm on the wheel again.
Wait, can he jump though? Both his feet were like glued down. I thought.
I pried him loose.
You're able to pry him out, but they get an attack of opportunity on you.
I'm just sticking with
Be
the
a
story.
team player.
Ugh, I'm rolling such crap. I got an 8. That's a miss.
Mr. Playing my character.
Man. So Groggle, you want to head back and begin to move again? Is that right?
Well, I mean, I'm only 3 feet away. I'll just jump and.
Yep. So you're able to get the platform moving a bit more in this direction now, as you move it on. The blood ooze is still on this platform.
Yeah. I was gonna say, gotta move both equal distance here.
Yep.
You
Okay.
know how math works.
Archer's turn. 2 archers left. They see this image coming flying out. The first one is going to look at it. Let me roll for this. And is unaffected. The second one turns over to the far right and begins to fire at the image. And the arrow flies across and flies through the image. The other one in the middle, though, is going to shoot down at your platform. Natural 1. The arrow flies over the top of you guys, burning with flames. Archer's worthless turn. Niv, you're up.
Okay, so now I'm still a good, 60
30 feet
away from those guys? Well, to get up close.
If you want to walk over there, yeah, you're about 90 or 60 feet, yeah.
Okay. So which the far one was the distracted one?
This one over here was distracted, yep.
Okay. So what happens if I move out of range with it?
I don't know.
It just ends. This does so little damage. Yeah, I'll just cast Witch Bolt on the one who was not distracted.
Okay, the one in the center, yeah.
Yeah, because that's a range of 30 feet, so I can hit that guy,
Yep,
right?
perfect. You're exactly 30 feet away.
Which makes ranged spell attack.
Paul.
16.
16 hit.
What did I miss?
Damage.
What did Paul do?
Metagaming.
9 damage.
9 damage. Okay, as you strike this guy, you see this bolt of lightning coming out of your hand, flying up, striking this guy on the metal armor, and you see his bones begin to shake, the flesh dropping off even more as he also plummets forward off of the rock.
How many damage did you do?
9.
9 damage.
You guys are scrubs, man.
Okay. The Blood Ooze's turn. It is going to
Well,
move
and
across the
after that, Matt,
Yeah.
can I move?
Yeah, you can move. Yep.
Yeah, I
30
guess
feet.
around the corner there, yeah.
Sure, that would get you partway up the platform. I'm just going to set you up there for now. You're not all the way up, but I'll just put you there for now.
Okay.
Blood Ooze is going to move back this direction And let me make sure I have plenty of speed. And it's gonna come right next to Groggle, and we're gonna go ahead and get an attack.
Yeah.
Natural one on the first attack. Nothing
I had a kid
goes
I'd name
through.
it Blooded.
And a 2! A 1 and a 2! Oh, gosh!
Matt's
Blood
so
is
frustrated.
sucks!
Son of Jor-El, kneel before Zod.
Like 1s and 2s the whole time. Man, this blood ooze sucks.
Tim was having a great night
You're up,
until he
Grego.
said, I'm rolling great.
Grego, you are currently hidden right here behind the boxes. The blood ooze just came around you at this point.
I'm gonna take a shot at the other archer.
Okay?
Like Matt, you probably should have had advantage on those checks, because I'm still wheeling the.
Okay, now who's metagaming at their disadvantage?
Yeah, right. I got a
Yeah.
20.
It bounced off your armor.
I thought I
I
was
got a
naked.
20.
20.
20 total,
Hit.
not a natural 20. Hit.
Hit.
Okay.
Yep. Hit. Roll
And I am
damage.
stealth.
You are stealth, yeah.
What did you did a crossbow at him? Chad?
My short bow.
You sure? Bow.
Yeah.
Do you have
You're
a
like
crossbow?
2 feet away. Why
I
is
have a hand crossbow that I use for like closer stuff,
Yeah.
but if I'm shooting further, I'm using my 22
22. So the
22
last-
damage?
Wow.
sneak attack.
Holy
Man.
mackerel.
You see this as you're climbing up. This last bolt comes off and just takes
That's
out
so great.
the central torso area of this skeleton and breaks it into 2 pieces, and both the halves sort of fall off the stone down into the water below. The archers are gone. The image is no longer relevant here. The blood ooze is the only thing left. Caroline, you're up. You still have one
image.
fire on here. The fire on the other platform is growing intensely.
All right, so I'm gonna go. How much do we have till we get to the end of the? I'm just gonna try to put the fire out.
Okay? Give me another survival.
I
Gonna
suppose.
pee?
Right? Sure. That's what it takes.
Just like St. John's.
Natural 1.
Natural 1. And
gotta-
You asshole.
you're cloaked down. You try to put it
Yeah.
out, but unfortunately, it keeps growing. It keeps spreading. This time, moving a little closer to the
You were the only
barrels.
one that got that
But I
right.
have, but I'm attacking the fire, so I get 2 shots at it, right?
I'm also the only one that wasn't in on it.
We give you that 1 survival check, and you failed it. So we'll say it's good. Bolin, you're up.
Then you stepped on a toothpick that night.
Groggle, you're on the up next.
Keep spinning.
Oh man. So he's like on the edge of the platform? Yeah?
Gotta
The-
get to the other
the
side.
goose?
He's right
Oh.
here.
Okay. Can I start to move the gondola faster?
You could go aid Groggle, yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll help Groggle.
Okay.
No?
Are you coming to help me?
Yeah.
I elbow him off.
What?
No, not your turn. So,
Not your turn.
so you run over and
Just
begin
wait,
to help.
boy.
Run over and begin to help Groggle, and you grab the wheel. I mean, you could even go around the other side because there's 2 wheels there.
Right.
And
Right.
grab
Yeah.
the other wheel. We'll put you on the other side,
So we
closer
can
to
just
the.
go. Let's just go a
Aren't you
little
like
faster.
80 pounds? Or no, I'm not
We'll
thinking.
you guys, all the way up to the point where the
150 pounds.
platform now comes up to the side. You guys have come to the other side at this point.
Do I have enough movement to get onto the rock, or no?
You would have enough, yeah.
Will we all have enough movement?
Groggle, you're up. Unless you have anything else, Bolin.
So how
Nope.
far is the gap now between the platform and the rock?
You're right against it now.
Getting off.
Okay, you get an attack of opportunity. Come on, Blood Ooze, do something. Yes, 18. That's a hit.
That's a miss.
It's a miss?
Yeah, I have a
Nice.
30 AC. No, it's
What?
It's a hit. Of course it's a hit.
All right, and that's going to do.
Actually, my AC is 18.
Goes to
Is
the
it?
attacker, I think, doesn't it?
Let me see. 10 plus. It's goes to me. That was a 6, so I'll give it to Groggle.
Wow.
I always forget who the ties go to. The attacker.
Yeah.
On the attack, I think it goes to the attacker.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
can do
We'll
damage.
give it to you though on the roll. So that's a miss, but he has 2 attacks as you
Oh.
leave. And that's a 15. That's a miss. Damn.
Oh, god damn it.
You're trying to kill me.
So Groggle, you are
Kind of
able
like
to
you did when we were playing BattleTech.
All right, Groggle's done. Archers are done. Niv, you're up. What would you like to do?
Well, I guess I'm going to reverse course and run back, run back the other way.
All right.
How far away from the platform am I now?
From the blood.
Probably 60 feet, I guess, huh?
You are now 35 feet away.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll just dash to get back to like the landing zone.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Bloodoose's turn. It's going to move over towards you, Caroline. Coming down here right next to you. And we're going to get a first attack off. 23.
What?
That's a hit. And that's
I have
going to do
45 armor class. I don't know.
a total of 5 piercing damage as the tentacle comes and slams into your neck. And in addition to the piercing damage, you also take 3 acid damage.
Yeah. How's that
With
possible?
With
Dragon.
its second attack, as it pierces you into the neck, it is going to try to grapple you and to begin to suck out of the blood out of you. So you need to give me a strength check now, but with disadvantage.
God damn it.
You've been waiting for him to hit on.
Doesn't matter. I rolled a natural 1. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. That die, I'm throwing that one away. I'm not gonna use that one anymore. All right. But you still take the damage from the tentacles striking into your skin and the acid damage. But he's unable to grapple you and to begin to suck your blood at this point. So you're able to pull away from him.
Does anybody else think that the only reason we're still playing this campaign is because Matt is really shitty at rolling dice?
Yeah, I think so.
Ooh.
And he give us distances in advance.
Triangle, you're up. And Carol, you're on deck.
I'm going to
You're not hidden anymore.
run. I mean, I'm going to run and get on the landing.
Okay.
And then while I'm passing him, I know it will... Actually, I'll just use my bow again, so I'll just shoot with the bow.
Well, that was 25 feet. You have 25 foot movement, right?
Yeah, 25.
Get you on the platform.
Okay, I guess I'm going to double dash. I'm going to dash then.
So that will take you up here, and then you don't get your action. Then
No,
you
that's cutting. What is it? That's bonus action. Cutting.
You have bonus action. Right.
How many bonus actions do you get?
right.
I never understood that. It's like
Rogues, man, great stuff.
So I can still attack. And,
All right, take your attack.
What's my plus to attack? 9?
Hit.
Hit. Woo.
This thing is super slow and blobby.
You have to be really bad to not hit a blob.
9 points damage.
9 points of damage. Okay, excellent. So once again, another massive chunk of this thing flies off. Blood splatters everywhere. This time all over Caroline's clothing as it falls. Part of it falls off the platform. Caroline, you're up.
I'm getting off the damn platform and running onto the stone there.
Okay.
Does he get an attack of opportunity?
He does. Yeah.
Fine.
See, it sucks when that happens
23.
to you.
Yeah, right? Right?
23, and that is a hit.
Reality.
And
What?
that is going to be
23?
of 6 points of piercing damage,
Jesus.
plus
Oh.
another additional 6 points of acid damage for a total of 12 damage.
Good
And
God.
he's going to get his second attack now that he has pierced your skin, and that is a 14, but that's not your... What's your armor
I
class?
got 15.
15, okay. So he's not able to hold you. You're able to pull over.
A prick.
Paul's about to die like back end type here.
Valkyrie is about to die.
Please.
Hey, Caroline, you still have an action.
Can I spit on this thing?
Good, yeah.
Spit on him.
You
With my acid
don't you?
breath?
Hi, Ruby.
Yes.
Huh?
Ruby.
Oh, you were looking like over there.
No,
So I thought maybe it was
dog.
Ruby.
Letting the dog out.
So I don't think there's a save. I think I just spit on him. There's a
Don't you have
dexterity
an acid breath?
Oh, that's right. You have
save. I
acid.
do. Dexterity save.
Dexterity save, okay?
Tim and I are both like, why would
Ooh,
you
minus
spit on
2 dexterity. 8. That hits. He doesn't have immunity to acid, strangely enough, either.
Interesting.
All right.
Yeah.
3 points of damage,
3
fucker.
points of damage. Okay. You spit on him, barf on him, and he sort of spit on
As I'm
his...
running away, I'm gonna.
As you're running away.
I want an
You-
animated series of this.
All right, Bolin, you're up.
Sacred
Wait,
Flame.
I'm on the landing, right? I'm on the landing.
Yeah.
I think we
Yeah,
all
you're
are.
Ah, wait a minute. This might be fun. Actually, no.
At this point, the flames are getting closer.
How
to the
far
barrels.
away are the barrels?
From you?
Yeah.
20 feet.
Okay, that's. Yeah, Sacred Flame on the blob,
Fucking
Okay.
blob. How many hit points does this thing have?
which is just a 1d8. Oh, it's succeed on a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. Yep.
So you got to beat a.
0.
That is a fail.
How do you get a... Oh.
2 and a -2 dexterity.
Okay, so that is 3 points
On
of
that die
damage.
away as well.
3 points of radiant damage.
3 points of radiant damage. Okay. Once again, this thing is seriously hurt. It now is shrinking down to next to nothing. There's hardly anything left in this thing. Groggle, you're up.
Go after him with the Morning Star.
Okay, you're
Piss
gonna
on him. Take a dump on him.
How about I kill him first?
All right, fine.
Oh, 26. That's a hit.
26 hit.
+5. 13.
13. You come with your Morning Star, and it's like you take a sledgehammer on a cake. You smash this thing down, and just the blood just squirts out the side, all over the walls and all over the platform as the rest of it falls down. That is the end of the blood ooze. Now
God.
I have to roll for the barrels, because the fire has reached the barrels.
What barrel? We kicked him off.
There's still a flame.
There's still 2
next
more
to the barrel.
barrels.
How many barrels are on this?
On a 1 to
4.
10,
5.
they ignite. 11 to 20, they do not. So here we go, guys. Before I ran away there, we have to roll now for the barrels. There are 2 barrels that are catching on fire. We'll say 1 to 10, they blow up. 11 plus, they don't.
Wait,
Are you ready?
We're all on the landing, right?
You're all on
Except
the
for Groggle.
landing. Yep.
Except for Groggle.
No, I
Groggle is on the platform still.
No, I went on the landing.
You killed
came-
the ooze.
You
Ooh,
came down
yeah.
the platform to kill him, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
All
Nice knowing you guys.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I got a new die here. 1 to 10, they blow up.
Highest roll of the night.
10.
Oh, no.
Okay, this is a radius of 15 feet.
15.
15. So that means, Groggle, you are just out of range.
What?
Caroline,
But I'm on the platform. If you
I'm-
blow it up, I'm gonna fall.
Caroline, you're the only one in range, actually.
I'm on the landing.
But
You
you're
didn't know
within
exactly where
15 feet.
was, buddy.
Oh my god.
Groggle is just out of range. But I'm gonna have to roll.
We're all
I'm
out
gonna,
of range, and
I'm
I'm
gonna
in
have
range.
to. I'm gonna have to roll for damage on the platform, so we're not done yet either, Groggle. Let's do
I'm
Caroline
gonna
first,
fall.
though.
Like,
Caroline, give me a dexterity saving throw.
18.
18. Okay, you are gonna take half of this. Oh, you are so lucky. I rolled 2 2s, and you take half of that. So you take
Wow.
2 points of damage.
Uh-huh.
But I also need you to give me a strength check to see if it blows you backwards or not.
The saving throw?
Saving throw, strength saving throw.
19.
19. You are so lucky because you're on the edge of that rock.
Yeah.
You would have been blown off of that rock into the chasm. You hold your ground.
Fuck
Groggle,
yeah.
now, for some damage here on the platform. Yeah, that was a little bit better. Whoa.
Platform is disintegrated.
The platform begins to creak. It's not destroyed, but you don't have much time, Groggle. That's the end of that. Groggle, I don't know what you want to do, but I'd get off the platform. if I were you.
I jump off the platform.
All right. You guys jump off the platform as
And I went the other way, apparently.
as this platform is so destroyed at this point that it is completely burned up. All that's left is the metal structure that's left hanging on the cords. But you guys have finished up now. You come across to the other side of the platform, and you see now before you this rock stretching out with this ramp heading up to 3 doors behind, leading into different parts of the mine. What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna take that healing potion that Bolin gave me.
Now that this is over, is it dark in here? Can we actually see anything?
I mean, it is fairly dark. You still got fires burning a little bit, giving you
but
some.
Who doesn't have night vision? Chad and you, I think. Yeah. The rest of us.
I got torches though.
Okay,
What does
so
a
I'm
regular
gonna
potion of
I'm
healing
gonna
do?
grab my collar on my costume. I'm gonna rub it together,
Mhm.
and from me rubbing it together, a huge beam of radiant light just explodes around me.
Fills up the entire cavern with light. You guys are able to see everything in here. You have to almost avert your eyes though when Bolin does this because it is so.
I do that
bright.
anyway because he's so good looking.
Also, it's the second time you've waken up the Balrog. Great.
And now you guys see very clearly the cavern. It's a massive cavern. This huge chasm goes down what looks to be about 200 feet to water below. You can see the bodies kind of floating there down below from these archers that you had killed. And you see in front of you these 3 different archways heading deeper into the mine. What would you guys like to do?
Does any of the archways look more traveled than the others? Like they're more walked paths or eroded?
Give me an investigation check, Bolin.
20.
20. With a 20, I could say this, that the archway in the center seems to slope downward. The other 2 seem to slope upward.
Here,
But as you
hold on.
walk, yeah, go ahead.
I want to take one of these healing potions.
2d4 plus 4.
And I want to cast poke my head into the other ones with a light spell, just see what we can see.
You see that the ones heading up are the one heading down.
Well, I want to look in all of them.
In all of them, okay. What you see is the same thing in all of them. They seem to be long corridors that go on. You can't see the end of it with the light. It's a rough hewn stone. This is obviously the places where they have been mining and pulling stones out.
And so there's no obvious like storage rooms in some or sleeping quarters in some.
Long corridors with rough hewn stone. Bolin, I can also tell you this with a 20 that you do pick up in the center archway a more vivid sense of whispering in your ears and your head. And also when you're in that center archway, you also feel that pain in your neck again coming back.
You're gonna turn to undead, man.
Okay.
Is he being drawn to this sound?
No.
So I'll relay that to the group. It sounds like whatever is whispering to us is coming from this way.
Oh, you hear it too? Oh, fuck, I thought it was just me. Because no one said they heard whispering.
Dude.
That's true.
No one said they heard whispering.
That's very true. Nobody actually talked about it.
Triangle lets out a sigh of relief.
That's pretty good, Chino. That's pretty
All right.
good.
So are we going up or down there, fellas? I mean, what do we really come here to do? I always forgot.
I was going to ask that question. What exactly? Why?
There's something in here that we are hoping can turn the tide that Maalethon does not want us to see.
Or we could just leave and not worry about this.
And go back home to the island and open a bar and brothel.
Yeah, so there's one goes up, one goes down.
One goes down,
2 go up.
Middle goes down. Well, we gotta go to the one that's down. I mean,
Of course, Grog would say that.
Well,
Yeah.
duh.
I agree with Groggle.
We're playing fucking Dungeons and
Again
Dragons.
with the green with Groggle.
And I suppose I'm going to be the one that goes in front too, aren't I?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you
Yep.
just kind of skirt under it. Bramblewood. I didn't realize you were 2 feet tall, Baron von Bramblewood.
32 inches.
That's what she
I mean, we're this is what we're here for.
All right.
Deeper into the into the mine,
So,
right? I mean,
how long can your little light spell last?
Lasts for an hour.
For an hour?
How long does Tim's light thing last?
how long does mine last? My costume.
It lasts for, and we could also say for a good hour. I mean, it's intense light, and
Okay.
We all getting sunburned? Is that what we're doing?
Maybe I should. I mean, Can I turn it off?
Maybe douse it.
yeah, I mean, you could, if you go in and take the elements and you sort of pull them out and separate
apart.
them and dissipate them, yeah, then it would disappear again.
Right now that we have an idea of what the cave looks like, I'll do that with my.
Matt, so
The light
not-
fades and glows, and
Yeah.
you're left there with Niv and his light spell.
I have a pretty obvious question. So when I go in front of each of the 3 doors, well, how does my amulet react?
Good.
In the first door on the right, it shines a bit more than it has been doing. It's been, I mean, we can say this: it's been shining the entire time you've been in this mine, but it flickers a little bit more. You walk to the second one, and it's almost as if it's a torch that lights on fire. The third door, it flickers again, like the first door.
Okay, well, if we did,
So there's-
as if we did need confirmation.
All right. Do we use Niv's light? Or should I light? Because I brought 2. I said I grabbed 2 torches. I'm assuming maybe I dropped one.
I think don't we all
I have the light.
torches?
I have the light spell too.
Yeah.
If you
I can
have
use it too.
an adventurer's or explorer's plan.
Yeah.
So, like, you guys are the only... Chad and Dan are the only ones that are worried about that.
Mhm. Yeah, and I'm the one that's got to be looking for traps and shit, so I want to make sure I have enough light, but not too much to where we warn people.
Well, I probably should be right next to you.
What does a torch actually give you in terms of light?
I
It's
don't
like
even
10
know.
feet of 10
Yeah.
feet of light, and then dimmed light for like 20 feet after that, or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds
not-
about right.
God, we're so nerdy.
Uh,
What's the mathematical probability in teachings of a torch? Well, actually,
Because
No.
my light spell is 20 feet of bright light and then 20 feet of dim.
We need someone in the back to kind of watch our 6, too. So
mhm.
Probably should be Groggle.
I was gonna not say that.
I'd like Groggle up front,
Yeah.
if
There's me.
possible.
I'll take the back. I'll take the back.
Yes, you will.
How
okay,
far?
it's getting a little weird now.
Niv, what's the range on your light? Like, how far can they
Okay,
go out in front of you?
It's the same. It's the same thing as a torch. Torch is bright light in 20 foot and dim light
Yeah.
for an additional 20.
Okay.
So they're the same thing.
All right.
So
Well,
if
so
you can-
since
you
you have
can
your
burn
spell out
people.
already, we'll
Yeah.
use that, and I'll go up a little bit ahead and just take it slow. And
Give me your marching order here. Trago first.
Then
Then
Groggle,
me, probably.
Caroline.
Groggle.
Because I have the amulet.
Trago, Caroline. Groggle,
Then I guess
What
me.
am I doing?
Niv, and then Bolin in the
Watching
back.
my butt.
Yep.
Okay.
John sent me his address.
Saw that.
Perfect.
He was the first one.
Yeah.
So you guys head down the central archway. And it leads downward, as you notice in the beginning, through a corridor of hewn stone. And at this point, the whispers are growing louder and louder in your heads. And along the way, you see mining tools and supplies that are strewn all about. And pretty
Paul.
soon,
Pay attention, Paul.
you begin to see bodies, decomposed bodies of what looks to be dwarven workers, dwarven miners that are also strewn along the side of the hallway. along with all the tools and the mining gear. And you get the sense that this is clearly the last place that mining was carried out before the project was hastily abandoned. And this corridor in turn opens up into another large area where a great deal of stone has clearly been removed. And at the far end of the corridor, you see from the light of the torches what appears to have created so much horror for those who abandoned this place. And this is where we'll end the session for the night.
You're not even going to say what it is?
So
Matt,
those-
I gotta
are
say,
those-
this is the most fun I've had in a long, like, getting into the dungeon and